Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Hi.
everyone.
Sorry about the
What
delayed
dumb ways are we
start.
gonna die today?
Those watching, we had some last minute moving parts. That yeah. Anyway, um, back with another Pathfinder session tonight. Probably going to be another chill downtime sort of thing. Last week you guys arrived back in Sandpoint after teleporting from Roderick's Cove. You guys went into the Rusty Dragon. It was kind of like the end of the night, and Mako was sort of cleaning up. But whenever you guys show up, the party is sure to follow. And
We brought cake this time. It was a real party.
exactly, you had yourselves a real impromptu party inside the Rusty Dragon with cake and drinks and drugs in some cases. Kate even went around the town and got all of your closest friends to come join in the celebration. So you have Vorvashali and Shayless and Hannah and Sava, and Father Xantis. Unfortunately, Jabrail couldn't make it. He was still working at the feed bag. But
Cade did bring him cake.
yes, Cade did bring cake, and Cade brought back some halfling weed because that's how transactions work in that establishment. So
It was very happy about
some of the conversations that occurred were Father Xantis sort of expressing that time was getting short in terms of resurrecting that guard that was sent into the sinkhole and unfortunately didn't make it out of there. You guys generously donated some of your own money, with a bit coming from many different people in the party, to make up the remaining funds required to cast Raise Dead. Father Xantis basically told Dream that he was going to inform him when everything was ready to go, and then Dream could then go and perform the spell. There was a fairly lengthy explanation about Chopper's High Lord title, because Sava didn't quite understand it. Kat Sava asked Kat to explain it, and Kat was like, "Hey, Dino, why don't you tell the story?" And then Dino spun the yarn about the title, leaving those of the townsfolk that were there amazed, particularly for Vashali. You know, he loves a good story. Eventually, Urslan went to bed. She made more bullets. Haven't exactly figured out how many she made, but it's a lot. She's probably going to be stocked up for a while. Let's see here. My notes. Then there was a bit more arguing about, like, you know, teasing each other over relationships, to which point Dino and Shayless went out for a walk on their own. They had their own conversation where Dino got pretty emotional, explaining how, you know, he wouldn't have anything he has if it weren't for finding Chomper, and you know, expressing how much he cares about the town and all of his friends, and
he made everybody cry.
He made everybody cry, and there's just so much pressure to you know, be a hero and save the world and protect everybody.
He did make me cry, but that's besides the point.
Listen,
he made everybody except Leah cry.
He made
Not
any
in character. None of us heard this.
He made it. He
made character. I was like, why? Wait, I was like, wait a second. Why the fuck is he crying? Confused how he started crying. I was like, what is going on?
He made anyone with
He
made anyone with empathy cry.
Yeah, autism, the lack of empathy. Woo.
And by the time the two of them came back to the Rusty Dragon, they arrived just as Vorvashali claimed that he had discovered the cure for filth fever, with no context for Dino and Shayless, at least. And after that, everyone kind of went their separate ways and went to sleep. The next morning, you guys woke up. You made a beeline for the Feathered Serpent to see Vorvashali's new stock that he had told you all about the night before. You guys picked up 4 items. Kat bought a Rumble Crystal and a Grim Lantern. Cade bought the Armor of the Celestial Host. And Dream bought the Asuari Mask. After that, then Dream made his usual shopping trips anytime he's in Sandpoint. Bought drugs from Jabrail, bought herbs from Pillbug. Dino went along to Pillbug's to discuss with Dream about including some of these new purchases in this this farm space that they're planning. We left off there. I know we had a few different things still on the list here. There was the Magnimar shopping trip, which I would prefer to hold off on that until Rob gets here. So let's see. There's also, I guess we can determine how many bullets Urslan makes.
How many bullets? We can also work on the dragon scale stuff more.
Yep, we can do that too.
Yeah. I got the skills to carve dragons. Let's go.
Let's go.
And if that doesn't work, I'll intimidate the dragon into carving itself. Don't question my power.
I question your power.
I can see it happening.
That reminds me of in a video game I played recently, you were able to talk a container into opening.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool, honestly.
I think I'm definitely gonna write that down for later.
All right, so Urslan, how many bullets would you like to make?
I'll just lower you to a new level.
I want to say, how many can I make? That is the question.
So in one day's work, you can make up to 1,000 gold worth of bullets.
It costs gold. I thought I had all the material for it.
Well, yeah, you have some materials, but if you want to make like a huge amount of bullets, then you'll have to spend a bit. But
I was saying based off the materials I currently have,
okay,
how much can I make?
so let's see. Let's go. Let me go through your inventory real quick.
Six dildos.
So you have lots of like other kinds of bullets still.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell those to Gerbil. Not Gerbil, Border Shelly.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll sell them to the cat's girlfriend.
Okay, so you could easily make another like 100 or so bullets with the materials that you have.
I'll do that for right now, and then I'll go on a shopping spree and get more materials.
I'm assuming that we're spending a week in Sandpoint, at least.
I mean, yeah, we're not.
I can't really get the materials I need here. More or less, I get the materials I need at Magnimar.
Yeah, we're not necessarily on like a timer as far as when the events are happening.
I'm just thinking as like a self-reference, as a reference for myself, like about how much time are we?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess it would ultimately depend on what you guys decide to do in terms of shopping in Magnimar. if you're just going to buy stuff, then you know you're basically free to proceed with the story whenever you're done with all the downtime stuff everybody wanted to do. If people are getting things enchanted, that's going to add to the length of time that you guys are going to be in the area. Um, Again, not necessarily on too strict of a timer here, but
Yeah, I know why Rob's late.
just keep that in mind. I mean, yeah, he said as much in the group chat. He's eating dinner.
Yeah, but I see what he's eating.
Oh yeah, what is he eating?
The TikTok feta pasta. Courtesy of my sister in the group chat. It
Okay.
does look good.
Okay,
Well-
so I don't blame him for taking a sweet time then.
Hey.
Ah, there he is.
Speak of the devil.
How is the pasta? How is the pasta?
It's very good.
Okay,
Good answer.
Oh, my sister's a good cook. Like, I'm looking at these photos and I want it.
Yeah, I
I
believe it.
had frozen pizza for dinner.
Yeah, it
I had
seems like
Taco
pretty
Bell.
easy to make too.
Ellie's.
I want Taco Bell now.
I had caliente.
I
Okay.
got Taco Bell on my way home from science fair.
So also on the list, let's see, making bullets. That's done. Also on the list, I have obviously Magnimar shopping trip. I have harvesting dragon parts, which Dino, if you'd like to make a check for that, go ahead and either do your butcher skill or I think I've been doing survival check as well. One or the other.
I don't. Hey, we take those.
It's really good. How long are you spending on working on this?
I'm gonna continue nonstop until I have to eat, drink, or if Cade wants my help when it comes to in the orphanage.
Yes, yes. So I've got that on the list as well. Yeah, I would say that just going sort of day by day here, if you were to spend a full day's work, let's see, you've already gotten all the teeth. Are you just focusing on scales, or are you also gonna try to harvest like claws or
I'm gonna go for all of its scales, and then once I run out of scales, then claws, then its skin, then its organs.
okay. Yeah, being given this is an ancient dragon, like you're gonna be at it a while for on the scales alone.
With it.
But
Wonder how much the heart is worth.
yeah, good question.
Can I take any part of this dragon and make bullets out of it?
Probably not. I just don't see how any part of a dragon could be fashioned into a bullet.
That was-
Maybe the teeth.
That's what
as
I
a
was
bullet.
thinking.
Even then,
Like-
I don't think dragon teeth would be better than steel. It wouldn't do any extra damage, I don't think.
It would splinter.
It would splinter.
Probably.
It would, yeah. I would probably add like a little bit of bleed damage or something
I
to
was
that.
like, would it splinter on impact though, or would it splinter from the force of the gunpowder?
Oh, I also want to make
Ivory, I
grenade
don't know.
launcher. Like I want to make grenades for my grenade launcher.
Okay, so yeah, you'll
God.
we'll have you
Oh,
work
my
on
rocket. I have a rocket launcher.
we'll have you work
My
on that.
goodness.
I
Let's
just want
see
to make
here.
ammunition and magical. I want to go to Magnimar and see if I could buy like either potions or something like not potions, but like I don't know, something magical that I can incorporate into bullets.
All right, so if you're making like all right, hold on. Let me get through things here. So I would say, Dino, each for 1 day of work with that check, that's another 30 scales at least. Um
I'm not doing just 8 hours. Like I'm continuing to work on this dragon until I like my body I have to do something to where I don't.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
suffer
Yeah,
anymore.
I understand. If you okay, you're literally only taking breaks to eat, drink. Then yeah, I'd say you get another 50 for like an entire day like that.
Oh.
Um all right, so as far as making explosive rounds, I would say you don't have the materials for that. So how many of those do you want to make? Or you don't have all the materials at least. So Erzlin, how many explosive rounds for your launcher?
If I can make 10.
10? Okay. Let's see here. Gold cost. Yeah, you have enough gold for that.
Okay.
You spend it is I did that wrong. You spend 250 gold for materials, and you now have 10 uh sort of grenades. Carrying those around does put you at a heavy load, though, so I can stick those in your bag of holding for now, or
Yeah.
okay. That's done. Lilly would be spending another 8 hours reading her book. That's so
Yeah.
she has 2 days worth of reading left for that. Um, did you? I forget. Did you come up with a name for your new pet or no?
I did not.
You did not. Okay. Well, if you think about it, if you think of it, let me know.
How
All right.
about Octavian?
What?
I get it. I get it.
I don't understand.
I just said, how about Octavian?
Oh.
It does kind of fit the theme of historical figure names for animals in this party. Well, only one though, Aurelius. But
No, mine is Samson.
oh, Samson, yeah. I forgot. Samson is another one.
Okay.
Samson the strong man.
I'll think about it.
Okay, so I'll move ahead 1 day and we'll go with Cade. So Cade, in the morning, you and Mako and anyone else who wants to help you head on over to Mako's family manor. Mako gives you like a bit more thorough of like a look around the whole place. While you guys were in Runeforge, she hired some help to clean out like some of the rooms that were no longer in use. She figures that these would make like pretty good spaces for school children, like their classes, or orphanage, for orphanage purposes, whether it's like a playroom or like living quarters or what have you. Um, there's still some to be done in terms of like getting rid of junk, and that's like the primary thing that she has you all do to get the place ready. Um, takes about another day of work to make really good progress on that. She at the end of the day, at the end of the day, before she decided, basically, she left Bethana in charge for like the early part of the day of the tavern, and then she goes back at night to do like dinner service, and anyone who wants to just come in and drink, even though on a moon day probably not too many people are going to be in there. Ameko estimates that overall it's probably still going to be a little bit before the place is ready to actually take people in. um but it's a good day's work. If you have any sort of like ideas for things you want to do with the place, just let me know and I'll like take down notes. So
So Kat is helping with this, and she's going through kind of like asking ask a question like, so who are you going to get to teach? Do you have like school, like what? Who are you going to get to teach? Are you going to do outreach? Have you considered opening part of it as a private school in order to help fund it?
It just pretty much looks and goes, as of right now, it's pretty much mostly like any orphan children in the nearby areas have a place to go to start learning local trades that are already open in this town already. So, well, there's obviously the priesthood, there's the herbal arts like with Hannah, there's more nefarious stuff with the underbelly of the trading and with Shali and everyone there. There's some potion making, there's some spell learning, there's some basic fighting just from everyone dealing with the dragon invasion and everything else we've come up against.
How about personal finance?
Kate just kind of laughs and looks and goes, I don't think they'll ever see as much gold as what we have in their lives, but
That's not the point. It's not so much how much gold you have, but how you use it. Everyone should know how to wisely, how to do things like, make sure balances are paid off and how to
Kate,
keep track
I don't think the
of their expenditure.
orphans are going to be ready for quite a while to learn about taxes and smart investing.
but if someone wants to
I
teach
didn't say
them,
investment. I'm not talking.
if you're volunteering, be my
Yes,
guest.
actually. That and also like I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Uh-huh.
A very good education, okay?
Kate just kind of shrugs and goes, "You do come from noble stock." And then I poke your nose and go, pushing you back a little bit, and
Yeah.
goes, "Hey, hey, so you'll be a teacher.
Speak-
Go find some orphans."
speaking of stock, Cat out here trying to turn these orphans into stockbrokers.
Like,
I'm not going to turn these offers as stockbrokers. I am making sure they know how to do things like pay their taxes, make sure they don't go
Stockbrokers.
into debt, and
Stock-
I'm
like
sorry, you lost me at paying taxes. We don't do that shit here.
that
brokers.
sounds like lies.
Taxation is
I
theft.
think I think you're supposed to pay your taxes, Dean.
Yeah, tell it to Chomper. Thanks to
That's
High
like-
Lord Chomper here, I'm exempt from taxes. Kiss my ass.
So I'm not actually having Chomper say it, but in my head I just have Chomper like belting out like tax D's nuts. Like
I'm so glad.
You know what? I think it'd be funnier if Chopper actually did say
sure, then he
Yeah.
actually says that tax D's nuts.
Cat's like, oh good god, okay. I mean, oh good god. The
Kate
point
just kind of
is,
laughs.
If anything, Chomper, I think we should start a High Lord tax. What do you think?
if they're going, the point is, if
no.
they're going to be going to trades, they're going to effectively be starting their own businesses, and they should be able to, count and add and subtract and keep track of funds.
Kate bonks her slightly on the
Just
head and
describe
goes,
math.
"Yeah, I know they do, but not yet."
Oh, I don't mean
Yeah,
like
they need to learn more pressing matters, like how to train dinosaurs. Very important lesson.
I mean,
Cat's like,
I guess. Oh God.
Cat's like, I'm trying to help you plan things. I didn't mean like teach the 3-year-olds how to write a check.
Cat, I am fucking with you just like always.
Abe
Relax.
looks at them back and
Cat.
forth and walks off to one of the more completed areas and just kind of sees how it's going and sees at what point we can start at least getting people in and watches them with a smile in the distance as they debate back and forth what's the best way to help, and is just very, very happy that they have the friends they do.
By the way, Cat is. Oh, Cat looks at you, she's like, oh, by the way, I'm definitely teaching them how to sail.
That would be useful. That's useful. I like
I will
that.
teach them how to sail
And finance
and
on a
swim
boat.
and maybe some piracy. Little piracy.
Little piracy.
Just for as a treat.
Just for treats.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't really call what I did piracy so much as this, you know,
Just a wee bit of piracy.
Weren't you a pirate?
it wasn't just really piracy. I mean, they kind of gave me
Yes.
everything willingly. I didn't force anyone to give me anything.
She was a pirate, for the record, out of character. Because Kate is now out of earshot.
I mean,
Yeah,
Dream
Cat
would know
saying
that in
here,
character even.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cat is like, Cat is like, I mean, technically what I did wasn't really piracy because they kind of gave me everything willingly.
Well, you're a pirate. You were a fucking pirate.
I had different methodology.
Kate keeps cutting you off repeatedly, getting louder, just going pirate.
I mean, technically, but I
Pirate.
mean, is it really piracy
Pirate.
if they're just
Pirate.
stupid enough to give
Pirate.
it to you
Pirate.
because they think that you're going to like marry them or whatever?
Pirate,
Pirate.
pirate. And then I'm poking at you every single time I say it, like right on the top of your shoulder. Pirate.
No, being called a pirate doesn't bother Cat. She's just having fun.
You
I know.
are a pirate.
Yep, Kay's just being a brat about it, being a pirate. Nothing you
Yeah.
say can change my mind. You are a pirate. I'm losing all meaning of that word Kate says, and she's just kind of like also looks at everyone and goes, "You elf, teach whatever you want to teach. Just God, wow, finish the goddamn building first."
For
Yeah, and
everybody.
to that, Ameko just says, "Don't worry. By the time you guys are ready to, after you're done with all this saving the world business and you're ready to settle down, it'll be ready for you to begin helping these children."
So we could call it the piracy orphanage then?
It could be considered that in some way, Kate says.
I'm not sure Sheriff Hemlock would like that, but I'm not going to tell you no.
Kate just kind of grins. We haven't figured out.
I mean, think about it. We're teaching them financial skills and how to battle and how to sword fight, how to sail. We're kind of teaching them how to be pirates.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully not pirates, but technically, possibly pirates.
Will be whatever they want to be when they get older, but they will understand how to take care of themselves.
That's kind of the goal.
I mean, can we at
And
least give
also-
them a certificate of piracy? Can we at least give them a piracy degree if they learn sword fighting? Wait. Let me finish my statement. Can we please give them a piracy degree if they manage to successfully pass sword fighting, sailing, and archery?
If you have your own students who you were specifically teaching to be pirates, you can go ahead.
Out of character, y'all know what that's a reference to, right?
On the slightest.
MIT actually has a degree, a certificate in piracy. If you pass classes, if you pass the classes on archery, fencing, and sailing.
That's kind of fantastic.
I love that. That's amazing.
Like that is an actual certificate that you can earn.
That's kind of hysterical.
There was well, at least I'm calling it this, but there was a pirate ship at my college graduation.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like where we were sitting behind all the speakers and everything is the Hudson River, and yeah, we saw a ship, some kind of ship go by, and I don't know, it had like a bunch of flags on it, and there were no like Jolly Rogers, but it looked like a pirate ship as it was
Yeah,
going
probably
by.
one of those old sailing cool style.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, and I was like sick. There are pirates here watching us graduate. And also, my brothers had a lot of fun at the former Governor Patterson's expense because he was the commencement speaker.
Oh
And
God.
there was one point where he goes as I look out uh, over all of you today, and apparently at this point, one of my brothers turned to my mom and said, "You're not looking out over shit, you blind man." Like, it just, I was like, man, that's terrible, but it's very funny.
I don't remember who our commencement speaker was for college. I don't think I cared.
It's probably a good thing if you don't remember.
I don't know. I remember that when I graduated college, the day I graduated is the day I learned that Binghamton had a fight song, and I'm like, what? And apparently every single graduating senior had the same expression of what?
Did like none of you ever go to basketball games, or
We
was it
never
just
sang it at basketball games. None of us knew that this was a thing.
okay? Interesting. I feel like that would be the one place where it would definitely happen, but
No,
I
none of
digress.
us knew until the day that we graduated. We're like, what the hell?
Okay, so I would say that you guys would spend another couple of days doing stuff around the manor to try and help facilitate its opening. Really, this gives enough time for Lilly to finish reading her book.
I'm gonna summon dinosaurs to make this go faster.
Okay, sure. And as a result of finishing the book, the magic is now gone from the book, but you get a permanent and inherent +2 bonus to your charisma.
Let's go.
Which book was this again?
The Tome of Leadership and Influence.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
So this also means that you get you should get another couple bonus spell slots. So I have to add those in. Let's see here. You get another bonus first level slot and a fifth level slot. And when you are eventually able to cast ninth level spells, you will get a bonus slot for that too. Okay, so let's see here. Remaining on the list, we have shopping / enchanting things in Magnimar. And there's also Cade wanted to go back to the library that resides under Jorgenfist. So let's do the shopping first because that's something that everybody can participate in,
I'm down.
and then we'll go to Jorgenfist after, as well as anything else you want to go to. I don't know if you wanted to go see like Brodert or any other townsfolk, or go to any other destination that you feel like seeing. But for now, we will go to Magnimar. And you guys get there by however means you feel like getting there, whether it's
I think we sail this time because we have time.
teleporting, sailing. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me place everybody on the map.
It's like we
Not
have
that-
time.
Yeah, not that you
So
guys really
we-
need to be on the map for this, but just do it anyway. All right, so sailing.
Take a nice relaxing boat ride.
What better time to carve more of the dragon?
Right?
Let's see here. Sailing. I am attempting to figure out how long that is going to take.
Didn't it take like 2 days the first time?
Something like that. Let's see here. I have it in my notes somewhere. Man, where? All right, yeah, fuck it. I'm just hand waving it. Yeah, it takes 2 days to get there. So you walk around the city for a little bit. You eventually go to the part of the city that is disparagingly known by the locals as the New Money District, as there are lots of interesting magic shops in that part of the city. And you stumble upon one that is called let's see, I have a name for it here. It's the okay, so there's a big sign on the front of the building that has a naga on it, and it is simply called the Naga's Arcana. You want to bring the ancient dragon corpse on the boat?
I'm not leaving anywhere without my dragon.
It's fine. We stick it in the bag of holding.
It's not going to fit in a bag of holding. It's
I can carry the damn thing. It's fine.
okay. Fine. So
Don't shit on my dreams. It fits in the bag of holding. Damn it.
make once 2 survival checks, one for each day of work on the ship.
Guidance.
All right, so that's another like 80 scales.
Go.
All right, so you had 10 left over from last time, so that puts you at 140 scales in your possession.
Yeah,
All right.
but Chopper had some on his person as well, so I have like a little bit more.
Okay. So so you walk into the Naga's Arcana. This is one of the largest magic stores in the city. Just wall to wall, full of various items. You see various suits of armor on display, staves, rods. There are cases that contain smaller items like rings, other like gems. You see several pairs of boots. You see more like odds and ends type of items. Like there's some flasks. There's a tankard. There's just it's just a dizzying amount of things to look at in this store. It is basically first thing in the morning when you guys arrive, and so the store is still relatively empty as they've only just opened a little while ago. An older man comes up to all of you, and he says, "Oh wow, so many unfamiliar faces," and he gives like a long look towards Chomper. He's like, "Yes, you are also unfamiliar, but you look friendly."
Cat does a double take.
So, what brings you to my humble shop today?
You were just doing some shopping, but now I'm concerned by the fact that you say Chomper looks friendly.
He does. He's allowing him into his shot, Cat. Shut up. That's Caden character for the record. Just
Yeah, so like I said in the group chat earlier, if you're interested in just like the basic, well, I mean, I shouldn't say basic, but like the more like commonly found items, be whether it's like loot or otherwise, like you looking for like rings or cloaks, belts, headbands, like you could assume that the shop has like almost all of them. um but there are many more unique items that this guy is like very eager to show anyone who asks.
Very nice. Also seemed like a nice shop to sell all of the extra rings and the local protection. That seems pretty the right place to sell them.
Yep. All right, so is there anything in particular that anyone is interested in, or should I just have him start showing you random things?
I'm
Random
good to take
things.
the tour.
Random things.
All right, so here we'll do this. Anyone who wants to see a random item, because I think I rolled up roughly this amount of items. Anyone who wants to see a random item, roll a d20, and I will show you that item. If you roll a 20, roll again, because I think I only have 19 items listed here. But oh, look at that!
219.
All right, so Dino and Jareem both are drawn to the same item at first, or at least in terms of appearance. So he pulls out a sturdy looking glass bead that is multicolored, but for the most part, it is green and with a little bit of blue and some white and black throughout. Uh, he looks at the two of you and he says, "Well, are either one of you interested in, I guess experimenting would be a good word. I don't know what those in the field like to call their practice, but this item is something that I think could help." And he goes on to explain it, and I'll just copy and paste the flavor text here. Price included.
Not for me.
So yeah, this item is basically like a pearl of power for alchemists. It allows you to just like get an extra use of one of your extracts. All right, so now I'll go to, let's see who rolled next. I see Lilly here. All right, so Lilly, you're drawn over to a section of the store that contains um, magic items that are usually of more of like the consumable nature, and things that are kind of just have a lot of utility to them. One of them in particular, after the guy walks over to you, he pulls out um another bead, except this one is made of like solid iron, and he places it in your hand just to show you that it's cold to the touch. um he says, well, now I'm sure that when you all are out adventuring together, that you're concerned about unseen or otherwise unknown dangers, right? And you all just like to make sure you're getting a good night's sleep in a safe place. Yes.
Yes.
Well, this item is sure to help you with that, and it'll set your mind at ease. And it is as follows. And after explaining, he says, "I've even heard of adventurers who use this while they're fighting, use it aggressively." And you all know from previous experience fighting that cold iron is particularly good against demons.
I'm
And
not
Fae. And Fae folk.
not interested, but I want to show this to Urslan. Hey, Urslan, where are you? I want to show you something.
What's up?
It's this bead I found. This cold iron cult trap bead.
Does it look like I could put it in the gun?
No. I'm not an expert
I'm
like you.
I'm asking God.
It can be used as a sling bullet, so yeah, I would say you could load it into one of your guns.
I kind of have
Okay.
this visual of Ursula getting down her knees and praying, like, can I use this in my gun?
I'll get a couple then.
Kat, you are looking at you were looking at a display case that is full of staves, and you see one that is really unlike anything you've ever seen before. So this one particular staff is made from like high quality wood, and it's adorned with brass rods and almost like keys that would make it look like a musical instrument.
Okay.
And the guy comes over to you and he says, "Ah, interested in music, are we?
I guess.
Let me tell you what this little number does."
Enlighten me.
So yeah, I copy pasted it. It's a staff that basically contains a whole bunch of like sonic spells. So ghost sound, piercing shriek, sculpt sound, wall of sound. You can also, as a swift action, transform the staff into any string or wind instrument. Any perform checks you make, they get a +5. And even when it's in its instrument form, you can still use it to cast spells.
Yeah, but it's 32,000 gold.
Yeah, it's very expensive. That's the that's the drawback. But
I was like, I don't even know how much gold I have
320
right now.
platinum.
Yeah. No, it would be 3,200 platinum.
and Ursuline, even though for the item you rolled, even though you have never really been that interested in this type of item, this one catches your eye just because of how finely crafted it is. You also are drawn to uh, the 3 large blood red gems that are embedded within the handle of this weapon. And when the wizard explains what it does, this is the item.
No, why am I always drawn to the expensive things?
You have expensive taste? I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, if something expensive, it's usually worth the price.
Do they do financing in this shop?
Railway.
I mean, maybe. But he
I mean, unless I sell a bunch of stuff, because I do have a bunch of stuff.
yeah. So yeah, those are just the items that you guys rolled up. If there's anything else in particular you want to look at, he's got lots of pairs.
A deluge.
What, deluge is a drug. It's
Oh.
one of the drugs
I wonder
that
if I could sell drugs to these guys.
he doesn't come across as the type that partakes in that stuff.
So I'm totally down
Can
to
I
have more
not wear
fun and keep
the?
looking at these items, but I am gonna recommend
Am I
Kat, our
wearing the?
financer.
Yeah, Kat is like musical stuff. She's not gonna get it. She is gonna keep an eye on it though.
I will say that
Look at it
just
longingly.
there's another
Am I
partic-
wearing this?
You're currently wearing that, yeah.
All right, then why do I have this one?
Because we found like a bunch of those.
You found a bunch of
Oh,
them in
wow.
Runeforge, so you can certainly sell that or trade it
I'll
for something
sell
if you want.
that. And I have
Yes.
a ring of protection too, even though I don't need it. Why do I have 2 ring of protection 2s? Unless that's the one that's in my. I don't know.
Yeah, the one in your inventory is also the one that's listed under your AC items.
Okay.
So you only have one. There was one other item that I wanted to touch on before I move to other items, I guess, or other things that you guys might want to do.
Oh yeah.
Dream, as you're walking around the store, there is something that you see that you really like. This is a jagged looking knife that appears to be made out of bone.
Ooh.
And it does give the impression that it's too frail to be used for combat, but you believe that there is definitely some other purpose to it. Otherwise, why would it be in this store? The guy is off like talking to some of your other friends, so if you want to make a spellcraft check to see what it does.
Yeah.
And as you're doing that, I'm gonna recommend to Kat, our financer of the group, that we should sell the intelligence bands, the rings of protections, and the cloak of resistances.
Yeah, you have a lot of
Maybe the spell books, if we can get away with it. If not, we'll
You
move
have a
on.
lot
The
of all that
extras,
stuff.
Kat's definitely going to agree with that.
All right, so this is what it does, Dream. Basically, yeah, you can coup de grace something with this bone razor and instantly animate its skeleton.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, Dream could use that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to burn animate dead uses to animate things.
We go, look, we can get more friends.
More friends is always good.
Yeah, it can only give you one at a time, but that's
I mean,
small price to pay, I think. That's
one more than we would normally have.
yes. Indeed.
Hey, take it from someone who has a special feat to get just one more of something. It is dope.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Kat wants to look around a little bit more. Can I roll for a different item?
Sure.
Alright, same for funsies.
14 was already rolled. Roll again.
Yeah, let me roll again.
Also, Grandma brought home crawfish. Life is good.
Damn it.
Nice. Okay, so Dino, you
There we go.
okay. So Dino, you stop to check out a pair of pretty heavy looking boots. You currently do not have a feet slot item, but these boots are made of a blue colored leather. As before, the guy is off talking to other people, so go ahead and make a spellcraft check to figure it out on your own. Otherwise, he'll catch up with you and tell you all about it, wanting to make a sale.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you've no idea. But before long, he sees you eyeing these boots. He comes over and he explains that these are these are meant for someone who wants to feel physically strong no matter how big their opponent is.
Ooh.
And this is what they do.
I feel like once I have a need like a car, I feel to get my phone. Like, because right now it's unfeasible because I don't have the money for it.
I don't think I'll take it because I don't bull rush that often, but that is a very dope item. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. Casserole 3, 4. Okay, so Kat, in the next case over from the musical staff, you find a bunch of rods, and this one in particular, one end of the rod actually curls and twists back on itself in sort of like a looks like a crook shape. Um, when the light hits it a certain way, the crook almost looks like the head of a snake. This is also a pretty sizable rod in its own right. It's almost the length of a staff. It's probably about 4 feet long. And the guy comes over and he explains to you that this item is a really interesting way to add a bit of a wrinkle to your combat abilities. And that's what that does. So you can chuck this rod on the ground and it turns into a big snake.
Yeah, no, Cat.
Yeah.
Catacadino, check this out.
Very cool, very cool. Snakes are pretty dope. I'm not sure if I would pay 13,000 gold for it.
I think it's cool.
I'm not disagreeing. It's very dope, very dope. I'm not sure I would buy it personally.
At this
See,
point,
I'd like it more for a bracelet.
at this
I have
point,
a snake for a bracelet.
the wizard looks at all of you and he says, "Is anyone here interested in trickery?"
Yeah.
Of course.
He pulls out and shows you
Kate is also paying attention.
it is an iron. It's about the size of his palm. It's an iron gargoyle face, and the gargoyle face holds a ring in its mouth. He says, "You ever wish that sometimes that you could take advantage of situations where there were really thin walls or perhaps even a thin floor or ceiling?"
I mean, we do that anyway.
He says, "No, but I mean, really take advantage of it. Here, let me explain.
I mean, we can. Change it.
And yeah, this is basically like, do you want to turn something into a door? Well, now you can."
Very nice.
I like that. I think that is brilliant.
Cade, while you're looking at that, the old wizard, excuse me, he tries to lower his voice a little bit, and he's just like, Hey, I noticed that you're pretty unique among your friends here. I have something that you might like.
Cade perks up quite a bit.
He says my apologies if this is too forward of me for asking, but do you have any sort of body modifications done at all?
Cade just kind of thinks for a moment and goes, "Well, how so?" Cade is thinking about like literally DNA wise and otherwise. Like,
So he at this point he pulls out something that you, thinking back, are a little bit surprised that maybe you didn't find as an item inside of the Iron Cages of Lust. Actually, he pulls out a couple of small, uh, like serrated rings, and he says, "Now, normally I wouldn't deal in items like this, but a rather interesting traveler traded them to me in exchange for something that he really needed. Haven't been able to find a buyer for it. Don't know if I will in this city. You figure the people who are into this stuff probably don't have the money for it, but you seem like someone who's done a lot in life and made a name for yourself. So maybe maybe you're the perfect customer for this item."
Yeah, God, I know what this is now, and you're not even talking to me.
paying attention very, very closely and going, "Go on. You have my curiosity and my attention."
Oh yeah, so I put it in the
Oh, I know. I was just role playing.
yeah, I got you. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good, you're good. I'm reading through it actually now, which is more of like a. Okay, yeah, definitely. Definitely something I'm interested in.
Sorry, did she just offer her nipple rings?
Pretty much, yeah. Or
Yeah, kid wants it.
they can be placed really anywhere on the torso.
Lie. When you said something that you were surprised not to find the lust wing, nipple rings were not the thing I was not the piercing I was thinking of.
Yeah, but these are like meant to cause like pain and harm. So
You said lust.
and a succubus wouldn't be into sadistic implements of lust. Come on.
I'm very interested in it, honestly. We've dealt with a lot of mobility driven recently.
Let's see here. There's one other item that he was definitely going to just willingly show you before kind of just opening the floor for you all to just tell him what you're looking for. This is something that he only shows because he notices that all of you are carrying bags of holding. Well, except Dino, of course, but
Dino has Trumper, so
yeah, he
Arr.
says, "Well, I noticed that most of you are carrying the trusty bag of holding, various sizes." And well, some of you did mention that you were interested in items of trickery, so this is sort of the best of both worlds. And he pulls out what looks like just a plain leather bag with a shoulder strap. But he goes on to explain that it's that there's more than meets the eye here, and
is it a transformer?
This is in fact no, it's not a mimic or anything like that. It's a bag of concealment. So basically, it's a bag of holding that's keyed to one person only, and in this case, it'll be keyed to whoever buys it. and only that person can access the contents of the bag. Anyone else who tries to open the bag just sees an empty bag.
I like that.
Bag.
And the bag itself even registers as non-magical unless someone successfully identifies it.
Are you looking at this?
How much can the bag hold?
So the weight limit is exactly the same as this one is a bag of holding 1, so the weight limit is exactly the same for that, so it should be 250 pounds. However, the opening of a bag concealment can actually be stretched multiple times more than its normal width, so bigger items that don't exceed the weight limit could feasibly go inside of it.
Can it hold living things?
I mean, yeah, it could probably hold like a person.
And keep them alive? We already established that cannot happen in a bag of holding.
Well, no, it behaves in every way like a bag of holding. So whoever's in there wouldn't last too long. And the dragon corpse is still too big to fit in this bag, but
The Cash is gonna look at him and be like, "So it's just a bag of holding."
yes, but it's a bag of holding that only you can access.
But it's not like I could put a person in there.
Now, why would you want to do that?
Why wouldn't I want to do that?
No, I asked you first. Why would you want to do that?
And that was my answer. Why wouldn't I want to do that? Have you ever been adventuring? Do you know how many people keep trying to kill me, and how easy it would be just stuff them in a bag, and like release them in a safer environment?
I have been adventuring, and you have some very interesting methods as an adventurer, I can tell.
Paige just rubbing their temples in the background.
I'm laughing out of character, not as.
I'm
Like,
gonna
look-
lean over. I'm gonna lean over, whisper to Cade, and I'm gonna whisper. I thought she was supposed to be good at talking.
Yeah, she's good at talking. She's got a very interesting battle tactic.
Dude, just for the record, Kat is just fucking with him at this point.
Oh, I bet.
So when Kat says that, she is she's makes it clear that she's kidding. Like she presents it like a joke.
Okay. I see what you did there.
Does he get that like she's kidding, or does he think she's serious?
So I would say it takes him a little bit to come around to understanding what you mean, but yeah, he eventually does pick up that you're just kidding, and he has a bit of a light chuckle once he realizes his own slowness in arriving at what you actually meant.
I know. The only reason why I asked is we had a couple of incidents where we would find animals that were not exactly in like the safest place. We wanted to put them that were in a dangerous situation. We wanted to move them someplace safer, and that's why we've ran into trouble. I promise the actual reason why I'm asking is not
the disembodied god voice in the sky goes, "Mephits aren't animals."
Cats are.
Yes, they are. And at this point, he says, "Well, I have lots of other things that I could show you, but I feel like I've done enough talking. What are you all interested in? What would you like?"
Like I I'm really like that music stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit out of my price range right now. I was wondering if you had any other musical items.
Interesting. Well, let me see. And he starts sort of just rummaging around.
Look at his little whole sensor. He was the baby.
Oh my god.
What is
That
this?
picture of him is really
Nope, that's not.
Cage kind of pipes up and goes, "Well, anything that'll help me with my spells hitting harder, I'm always down for."
Cat goes, "Oh, did he show you something already? I saw you were talking. You guys were talking. What did he show you?"
Cage shows the piercings and goes, "These."
Wait, did you put him on?
I have them in my hands. I
Cat's
don't purchase
like,
them yet.
Cat's like, oh. I'm not the only one who's gonna have a happy return when we get back.
No. You are not. Cade grins.
Cat gives Kate a high five.
All right, so he pulls out a small, almost like a handheld harp, and he looks at you and he says, "I think you'll like this. You seem like someone who has a way with words."
Cat's
And
gonna shoot Cade and Dino a glare.
Stick my tongue out playfully.
What did you? Okay, Harp of Charm. Oh. Oh yes. Cat's like, oh, very nice, very nice.
I'm still looking for other musical items that don't cost like a billion gold.
Where does Cosmo live? Like above the Twitter world.
Cat's gonna look at that harp, be like, I had something like this before I got. I had something like this before I got here. Very useful. I found it on one of my adventures.
He just kind of grins at you and goes, "You are very lucky at finding things."
I am very lucky at finding things, and mostly people just like giving me gifts. Very nice. This helped.
So he says, "Huh, fascinating. Well, since you're so interested in the harp, I do have one other musical item that I think you'd like to see." And he goes and retrieves a delicate looking music box that has an exterior that's made out of strangely it's made out of like tin, like not a very strong or like valuable looking metal.
Okay.
But he says, now I'm sure this has some kind of application while adventuring, but you all seem like a fun group of people, and I'm sure you all like to have a little fun at each other's expense from time to time. This would go a long way towards that.
So pops it. Cat's gonna take the harp in the box. Cat is taking the harp in the box. Cat is taking the harp in the box.
I can see that very much being a cat thing.
So Cat's gonna go, interesting. So Cat goes, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna lean over and whisper to Cade. I suggest we work together to take down Cat.
So Cat's like, so is there a discount for both of these?
Roll diplomacy.
Enhanced diplomacy.
Or you roll over in bed and they greet each other. I would rather die. My play is hard and to sit on your
The suspense is killing me.
Oh, sorry. Alex had to come in and tell me something.
Oh, no worries. Whenever you're ready.
You get the night.
18. Okay, so he thinks it over, and he just says, "Well, I think for a group such as you all, and the fact that you're pretty much my first customers of the day, I can do a small discount." And he you know, adding up the total of two items comes to 9,500. He's willing to drop it to an even 9,000 for both.
Right. So
So he's
Cat's
taking
like, all right, that's reasonable.
he's taking 500 gold off.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right, and yeah, you can afford that with your platinum. So
I will be right back.
okay. Um,
Oh, sorry.
Urge.
there is a fire. I don't know if it's actually a fire, but you know, I just felt like making a Fox reference in Smash Bros.
I appreciated it.
All right, so Cat's items are purchased, and who else would like to make purchases or look for other items or ask about enchantments or whatever?
Cade, Cade, Cade wants to do more assured hits with their spells, as always. That is the only thing I've or to be more tanky, to be able to take more hits. Both that's what I continue to look for as I stutter away.
Okay. So to that end, let me do a quick search. Okay, so the wizard is going to study you for a moment, try and figure out exactly because you mentioned spells. So he tries to figure out exactly what sort of spellcaster you are. He thinks he has a good idea, and he he disappears for a minute, and he returns with a wooden mask that is elaborately carved to take the shape of some kind of fantastical, mythical creature that you can't identify at the moment. Um, there are holes for the eyes, so you can see out of it, of course. Um, he says, "Now, I will warn you. This is a very pricey item, but I think I think it both suits your needs and suits who you are."
Do 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 do.
And there is the explanation.
Yes, Cade is buying this. Cade just starts jumping everything from their bag. The ruined hatchet falls on the table. Their talisman of false oasis. Let's
You're gonna
see.
sell that?
Well, no. I'm role
Oh,
playing. Like everything, like a really expensive things are all just toppling out of the table, and like they're going through and going, no, that's staying, but no, I'm selling this, and then like looking at everyone, going, I'm buying this. I'm figuring it out. I'm making it work. I will take whatever part of my scales, whatever part of anything else I have to sell from the Runeforge. I'm getting this. Kay just looks at Dino and goes, I know, I was a spending gremlin forever, but I promise this is the last time.
No, go on. This is something that is gonna be very helpful for you. Be my guest.
as a heads up, given the slot of this item, this would replace your Circlet of Persuasion, which of course you can pass on to somebody else or sell as well.
Uh, is there any way I could enchant something else to do the thing that the persuasion circulation thingy does?
I don't know. Let me look at how you would make this item.
It's quite alright if I lose the +3 buff to those things, but like, it would be nice to keep it. If I could.
Keep in mind, we got like 5 rings, 10 headbands, 10 cloaks. I think we can make this work. That's just the things top of my head. Me and Chomper have plenty of like all the loot that we've been carrying for selling. We still have it.
So I'll tell you what, we could maybe homebrew a way to do this because um Dream does have the necessary feat to work with this. He has Craft Wonders item. Uh and I'm fairly certain that yeah, he also has access to the spell that is a component for the Circuit of Persuasion. So yeah, I would say we could homebrew a way for you to get that enchantment also on your headband.
Okay, I'm interested. Yeah, just the fact alone of having the stair increase. I know it's 10 feet, but that 10 feet alone adds so much. And to get the tricks and the -2 on the attack rolls on anything that I'm targeting with my stair,
Yeah, which I
10 out
think
of 10.
you yeah, I'm pretty sure penalties stack. So the bold stare plus that would stack, I believe. So that's -5 to attack rolls for your stare target then.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, it's specifically against me, but that's I'm trying to frontline and be in their face anyway. So I like this plan.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, so then yeah, it would be -5 against you, -3 against everything else then.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, let's figure out the math of what you're attempting to sell or trade for this mask, and we'll figure out how much liquid gold is going one way or the other. So, what are we putting up for trade here?
Well, any of the stuff that Dino and Chomper were carrying from the forge, my portion of it, I would put up for that.
I would say since he is a wizard himself, the first thing we offer is some spell books. Not sure exactly how much they're worth. We just got a bunch of spell books from not Runelords,
But yeah, I got
high
you.
power
Well,
people from the wings, and even a lich. So certainly it's got to make up for something.
makes
He's
sense.
gonna offer us tree fitty.
Well, I need about tree fitting. No,
350,000, sign me up.
so now I imagine that you're all whoever is explaining the spell books is really trying to sell them on it, right? Like you're explaining where they came from, who they belong
Yeah.
to, that this is like ancient like Thessalonian knowledge. Um, okay, so
The
make
Veil of Veils. Ooh, that's interesting.
make a make a diplomacy check, and I'm going to kind of scroll through and
Enhanced
see.
diplomacy.
I'll see what these. I'll see if there's any listed value for these spell books. If not, then I will make something up.
Oh, the Sadist Lash was also another very expensive item I
That's
was interested in.
that's been given to Shayless.
No, I know. I know.
Okay,
I'm just
sorry.
saying. I just remembered again, like it was one of those things that I was interested in at one point in time.
Yeah.
You know, those nagging thoughts where you're like, I'm forgetting something, but I'm trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So yeah, I just need a diplomacy check for
Me?
yeah, well yeah, whoever is trying to sell this guy on the
Diplomacy.
spell books.
Enhanced diplomacy.
All right, so that
Uh,
is a 30. Okay, so he takes a look at the stack of spell books and the mask, kind of looking back and forth, trying to gauge value. And eventually he sort of looks up and he says, well, if these are indeed as ancient and comprehensive in their contents as you say, then this is truly an incredible find. And in all, there are let's see here. I would say because some of those people had like multiple spell books to hold all their stuff. Um, I'd say there are probably at least a dozen of like these really fat spell books. And he says, "I'll tell you what. The mask for all of the spell books, 1-for-1 trade." No golds.
He just kind of looks and I go, "That's 25,000 gold. That's quite. Ooh, that's a large sum."
True, but if these spellbooks are worth around the same, then it's an even steal, or an even deal, I should say. But before we do anything, I would like to consider the financier of the group. What do you think?
I praise.
Give you
Okay.
guidance.
You praise the books or the mask?
I'm going to appraise the books and then I'll appraise the mask. So I'll do 2 appraisal checks.
Okay, sure.
Can I
Give
assist?
you guidance.
Yeah, one of you can aid.
Oh, then I'll let guidance do guidance things.
Well, no, like aiding another is different from
appraise,
guidance.
and I'll
So
do a guidance
like
thing.
Cade can roll, Dino can apply guidance to one of the. He can give it to Cat because that's like the main check. Okay, so
So
20, 22 and 27 are the total scores for those.
you got that 20.
Be schmovin'.
Yeah, you
But
got
we
an
don't know which one. But which one are we applying it to? The masks or the books?
I'm using the books are the first number because I don't know.
Makes sense.
That's what she said
That makes
first.
sense. That makes
So
sense.
so all of these spell books, in truth, it's almost impossible to know exactly what they're worth unless you were to somehow like show them to lots of different scholarly people, wizards, historians, people who, a bunch of different types of people that could give you numbers for what they would buy them for. As far as whether or not it equates to the mask as like an even trade, it's probably not far off. I mean, Kat, you would have some knowledge of the way, even though you're not a wizard yourself. You would have some knowledge of the way that wizards handle their spell books, as well as the costs involved with adding to their spell books and just
Doing odd jobs for the cipher mages and stuff. I would assume they would
right.
tell me.
Yeah, and just like the amount of effort, both physically and monetarily, that it takes to create a spell book of this size. The spell books in total are worth a lot. Exact number, not sure, but all of them for the mask. It's not an egregiously bad deal. You think that this guy is probably coming out a little bit ahead, but he's not ripping you off.
Okay. So I look at Kat and then look at him and I go, so I see you're trying to still be able to turn a profit off of these books in sense instead of just break even. And then I shrug and I go, that makes sense considering this is your bread and butter.
Yes, certainly. I do need to keep the lights on. However, I understand the hesitation, and I would like to add something to the deal just because these are very rather unique, and if I were to take them off of you, I likely would not resell them, unless some sort of tragedy were to befall me or my family. So how about this? If at any point in time any of you need to reference these spell books, or perhaps even get some other opinion on them, I'm sure you all have some people who could do that. I would be willing to allow you to reference them or borrow them from a short time for a short time, free of charge.
He just looks back and forth and says, "This pretty much seems like my chunk of the funds from the keep in the forge. So if everyone's okay with that, I'm going to shake his hand on this."
You see this as an absolute win. I agree with this.
Okay,
He looks around a bit longer and then shakes their hand.
cool. So you obtain one Mask of the Mesmerist in exchange for all of the spell books. Who's next?
I'm looking for maybe some weapon enhancements, but if you can't do that, then what kind of boots do you have here?
Okay, so I can I can do there was another pair of, well, there are actually two other pairs of sort of unique boots that I rolled up. Um Fair warning, these are more expensive than the one I showed you, but I will simply copy and paste them. I'm gonna send this second one again just to make it clear that they are a feat slot item because I forgot to include that. Okay, yeah, so I should probably look up what winged boots are because they're referenced in the first one there. So the winged boots, they on a command word um, can sprout wings on the heels and allow you to fly without having to maintain any kind of concentration. Um, they are a bit limited in the ability to fly, as it is 3 times per day for up to 5 minutes per flight.
Very cool, but I'm not sure I can find any real use for them, so I'm gonna go with nah for now.
Yeah, as far as other types of boots, I can certainly look for others. Like, did you have any like thing in mind for like what you would want a pair of boots to do for you? Um,
Honestly, I have no idea, because Dino really doesn't feel the need to fly, and most of the boots I found are speed, but Dino already has a +10 thanks to Longstrider.
right. Okay.
So,
So,
not too dead set on that, but if that's all they do, then don't worry about it.
well, it's all that those do, but these also aren't the only boots that the guy has. Like I can.
I know, I meant like what the boots do, because I didn't find anything other than like speed or flying.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. I mean, there are others though. Like I literally have like a spreadsheet open with all of the boots, basically all of the items, all the magic items. Um, so let's see here. Some of these other ones I've already either given out in game or shown you before. Like he has boots of the Winterlands, he has boots of the Mire, um, boots of Elvenkind, which operate the same as the cloak of Elvenkind, except instead of stealth, the bonus is to acrobatics. There's a pair of boots of escape, which once per day, if you are affected by a grapple, if you are pinned, if you are otherwise entangled, you can activate the boots, and they will essentially um, dimension door you to a range of 30 feet. There are, let's see here, what else? What else? Nope, don't. about? There's also these. I thought these were kind of interesting.
So many cool things.
There's also this, which, depending on how daring you're feeling, they could be of use to you.
Wow. Those boots are actually awesome.
Yeah, for a caster level 1 pair of boots, that's kind of nuts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, especially in campaigns we played in the past. That's just literally life saving.
Gotta go with it. Why not?
Um,
So, like, Dino, you falling from the sky from the dragon, nat once for every single damage for you hitting the ground. Like, that's.
You take those.
there's one more that he has that I feel the need to share just because of Dino's kind of like strongman shtick.
I like strongman shtick.
This is more like endurance based, but yeah, it basically extends your ability to go at like a forced march pace for a longer period of time.
Very dope. We can teleport.
Yeah, I know, but there's no guaranteeing that you won't be in difficult conditions. But I agree. Yeah, teleportation does kind of remove the need for those.
Yeah.
They're
Don't get me
pretty
wrong, those
solid.
are very nice boots. And if there's ever a situation where we need to go somewhere without teleporting, I might come back for that. But for now, Boots the cat, can't go wrong with it. Don't like falling.
That makes sense.
Yeah, those the boots of the cat are like super affordable too. So
Alright, I will give him. Let me see, how does this work?
yeah, it's 1,000 gold or 100 platinum or
10,000 silver, which I will give him.
10,000 silver. Always gotta do the inconvenient thing. But hey, it's a good way to get.
Kind of like the fantasy equivalent of giving 100 pennies.
Well,
Yeah.
I was literally the next thing I was gonna say was I'm so glad that Dino doesn't have 100,000 copper pieces because
I'm just waiting for him to just look at him and
he
go,
would the wizard would
"Okay."
probably like fucking kick you out of the store if you did that shit. No, I'm kidding. He wouldn't do that, but
I regret nothing.
He would charge
I
you
You
don't
more.
never do.
Why don't you ever regret anything?
Because
I
all my
regret
decisions are good
nothing.
decisions.
No, they're not.
I'm too short to have any regrets.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
Did you say life is too short or I'm too short?
Life is too short. I'm very tall. Tell him, Chopper.
Yeah, you're 6'4".
oh, you're like my height. That's cool.
Let's go.
I'm like 5'7", 5'6".
Cross the internet high five for being above 6 foot.
Hell yeah. We are not
I'm,
manlets.
I'm very short.
I am average.
Hey, Dino.
I
You want to tell everyone my height since I exposed yours?
How tall
Eh.
are? How tall are you?
Alive like 6'2".
I'm not 6'2".
I'm 6'2".
Imagine.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, but like, I am.
Wait, are we talking
tiny.
IRL heights or
4'11"?
like character heights?
I think we're
No,
talking IRL heights.
4'11".
tinier.
Wow. You
You're
are
actually shorter than me?
you are very, very small.
I
4'9"?
don't even know.
4'9"?
And
Which-
I get to tell so many
Smaller.
short jokes.
No,
it's so
no
much
way.
fun.
Really? You're that small?
I'm 40.
Jesus.
Oh my god, you're so tiny.
He makes fun of my height all
I'm buying you a pair of stilts.
the time. Help.
All I'm gonna say is thank you for telling me that because I feel normal height now. I'm 5 foot.
Aw.
I'm 5'7". I'm almost.
Yeah, you're all still short.
My
except for
brain just went.
temporarily.
Okay, so how many of those cat boots are available?
He has a few other pairs.
I want one.
I'm also gonna buy
I
one for
am-
Chomper.
I am the embodiment of a cat. I
I
should
know
get
that.
some cat boots.
You should.
Exactly. You already do that. It's fine.
No, I don't.
You should. Wow. Okay, I tried.
Rap God.
Sorry,
I
what?
tried.
What were you gonna do? Sorry.
No, that wasn't you. That was my own brain deciding you don't get to speak anymore.
You
Your
open
brain short circuited. It's
you
okay.
you opened your mouth and there was only potato.
It was
Ew.
Kate, boots. I don't have any boots. Kate just has normal.
You don't have boots.
So I want cat boots too with cat person boots.
Dino, Chopper does not have a feet slot for magic items.
No.
But
Thunderous item, my ass.
Can
Cade and Lily
sell-
do, and they are currently empty.
What do I need?
No, I'm just saying, like, you
Open
don't
feet slot.
currently have anything in your feet slot. You don't have any like magic shoes of any kind.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna sell my mithril chain shirt, because it's in my bag.
Oh yes, yeah, that's not listed in your equipped items. So that is, let's see here, mithril chain shirt. All right, so a mithril chain shirt covers a little more than half of the cost.
Okay, then I'm also going to sell that trap sword that never helped me. That's only 175, but I'm still selling it.
Okay, so
I'm covering Lily's boots too.
oh,
Wait, no, don't. You don't have to. No.
Fight me, I say in character.
Why are you buying me my boots?
so with those two
Too
items
short to buy boots.
in exchange,
Gosh.
you would owe 275 gold for one pair of boots, and then
Hey,
still another 1,000 for the other if you really intend to buy a pair for Lily.
I'm gonna
I
sell
have
the protection of cold potion I have as well.
Okay, let's see here.
Resist energy 20 cold.
But they have money. Let me pay for it.
Well, I still want to sell this stuff regardless.
So that
Mm.
that is another 150 gold against the price. So that is 125 left to pay for one pair of boots.
If no one wants to circulate a persuasion, I'm going to sell that then too.
There are people that have empty head slots. So
Then
if
I'll hold it. Then I'll hold it.
well, I mean, if they don't want it, it's Dino, Cat, and Lily. If they don't want it, then
Sorry.
Can I
Sounds like
sell
I'm
the
persuasive
empty?
enough on my own. We're good.
Can I sell the empty stick of wand of mage armor?
if it's empty, it has no value.
Well, then Kay's just gonna put that
Sorry,
on the
I
counter to
zoned
get rid
out.
of
What
it.
was the head slot item that Kay wanted to sell?
Circlet of Persuasion. It's a +3 to all charisma based skill checks.
I want it.
You want it?
Yes. Wait. Who's the other two that don't have it?
Cat
Me.
and Lily don't have head slot items.
I would 100% give it to one of them because I just said, "Ooh, gimme," because it would make my Timidate go up. But
I'm
Nah,
gonna sell the Fane Falcon as
diplomacy
well.
and bluff would be a bit more helpful.
Wait, I'm a
than mine.
charisma caster, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I should probably take that.
Yes.
Yes.
Cat's gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna sell the Fang Falcon. Oh god.
Fifth.
Malfunction in the house.
Oh yeah, my stutter has been really bad today, guys.
Have we tried turning it on and off again?
I call it.
I-
You say
I have.
stutter. I call roleplay.
It's roleplay, but also
Man Ray.
I think you need to update the software.
Cade's infected me in real life. I stutter everywhere.
Update the software from tonight's sponsor.
NordVPN.
Yeah, I was waiting for like Rob to come in with that, but yeah, that works.
I was drinking water.
Damn. Caught you at the worst possible moment. All right, so I have transferred the circlets boosts to Cat's sheet.
I'm like, I don't need that. I'm fairly persuasive. Wait, I'm a charisma caster, aren't I?
Yeah, luckily for you, that item is weightless, so. Yeah, it would certainly
I'm
help
gonna
you.
put it on and be even more persuasive.
All right, so let's see. What else are we selling?
Our souls?
The Fang.
You getting
Fang Falcon.
you getting rid of that? Okay. I would have thought you would have gotten rid of the hatchet first, but let's see.
Actually, you're right. I mixed them up. There's 2 hatchets. I want to sell both.
Okay, so the hatchet, selling both hatchets is going to that'll cover both pairs of boots and then some by itself. If you still want to sell the other items, then
Yes, I do.
you have okay, so you get both pairs of boots. So one for you, one for Lily. And then you have, if my math is right, and I believe it is, you have 4,000 gold in credit, so to speak.
I'm gonna sell my backpack because I have a bag of holding, and that's 2 pounds I don't need to carry.
Okay, that's just like a couple gold.
That's fine. I'm gonna let you decide and tell me and type in that gold. It's just more of, hey, 2 pounds lighter. Goodbye.
We'll call it like, I don't know, 5 gold. All right, so
I want to sell all of that.
okay, so I will get to that shortly. So did you just want the gold, or did you want to spend it on other stuff?
As of right now, I'm just gonna take the gold.
All right, so I will update your gold.
The only other thing I'd want would be a state of slash, but that's like another 20k item, and I don't have enough to make that happen.
Gotcha. All right. So I'll go to Urslin's desire to sell stuff now. So let's see here.
I was very patient. I was waiting for everyone.
I appreciate that. He has no interest in the drugs. I can tell you that right now. The bullets.
Alright, well, I'll toss those in for free.
Don't forget the truth.
So bullets enhanced with
Drugs.
these things with drugs, yeah. They're going to be worth a little bit more than just regular bullets. So let's see. You have a total of.
What about the pit fiend dash? Because that's not a drug. Whatever. 5, 24, 23, 25, 23, 25.
Right.
Whatever that equals.
Right. So that is going to be 25, 40,
Like 100.
120. All right. So
I think it's 100 exactly.
all of the bullets comes to like 250 gold. The spell book is let's see here. The spell book comes to about 800 gold as far as the sell price is concerned. So you're at a little over 1,000, and then let's see. You want to sell your ring of jumping?
Do you think I need it? Because
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not
he
sure.
has.
Am I wearing it?
Yeah, you are currently wearing it. He has other rings that he could sell you if you want to replace it with something else. I just want to make sure that that's what you want to do.
I
But,
mean, if he has a better ring, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't really
he's
use the ring of jumping.
he's got lots of different rings. He's got
I don't do much jumping.
He's got rings of like energy resistance. He's
I'll
got
trade rings if he's willing for that.
okay. So let's see. That brings your sort of credit up to like 20 like 2300, and then the headband that's going to sell for a fair amount. That is
Somebody's TV in the background sounds like a goddamn demon.
Not me.
it's not me.
I have a fan on. Let me
Is that
turn
what
the
that
fan
is?
on.
All right, so including the
I guess
headband,
it's a demon fan?
Fan's off. What does it sound like now?
Nothing. So it must have been the fans
My bad,
speaking
everyone.
sweet devil words to me.
I'm so sorry.
including the headband, you have a little over 10,000 gold to spend.
Oh, holy shit!
Because the headband sells
It was
for
worth that much?
the headband sells for 8,000. Yeah.
Holy shit!
All right, so
I mean, it's
rings. Since that's what you said you were interested in. Like I said, there's there are rings of various energy resistances. There's rings of spell knowledge, rings of counter spells. He
you know what? I want a counterspell one because that seems handy. Nothing like countering a spell. Did everyone go quiet, or did my Discord just decide to have a crash?
We're all just
no,
all
we're
quiet.
no, we're quiet. So
Okay.
I was
let me
listening, but I
let,
realized I
let me
missed
let me explain how this works, and then you decide if you want to buy it. So
do it.
upon examining a ring of counter spells, it looks exactly the same as what a ring of spell storing might look like. It does have the same capability to hold a spell inside of the ring. However, the ring of counterspells works is if a spell is cast on you that matches the one in the ring counters the spell and then consumes the spell that was inside of it. So you could then place a new spell inside of the ring of counterspells to potentially counter. The only
So I have to place the spell inside the ring for that ring to then counter that spell if that spell is
yes, because that
used on me.
yes, because that's generally how counterspelling works in Pathfinder. It's not like it's not 5e where it's just a one size
But
fits
that's
all
only
counter
useful
spell.
if I'm fighting a witch then.
Not necessarily. I mean, witches have spells that are also on many other spell lists. It's more of like you need to kind of predict what the enemies might try to do to you. Now again, there are plenty of other
Alright, never mind.
things.
That's too complicated.
Actually,
Yeah,
actually, I
the ring of
just found
counterspell is
one.
too complicated.
I just found one that I'm waiting for the page to load so I can read what it does. But if this is what I think it is, then you might be interested in this one. So, as our friendly wizard shop owner here is, kind of helping your friends, he eventually sees you looking at the rings, and he sees that you have your rifle slung over your back, and he says, someone who enjoys a little gunplay. Here's something for you.
What is it?
This is called a Ring of Grit Mastery.
Ooh.
Literally made out of bullets.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Only if you want to.
So you can basically take grit points that you regain from critical hits or getting killing blows and store them inside the ring and then do other things with them. So you can
You know, it should be real handy if people allowed you to get killing blows.
you can spend one grit point to give yourself an initiative bonus, or you can spend both stored grit points to activate a bullet shield spell. And the points go away at
I'll get that.
the end of the day. Okay, so
I'll take that.
you get that, and that gives you probably about like 3,500 left to spend, or just take in money.
And then whatever remains, I'll just take in gold.
Okay, so I'll add that to your sheet.
I'll take in money.
All right.
Because I want to buy some I want to buy some supplies to make magical bullets and shit.
I like that.
I'm also gonna sell stuff. I'm having issues with Roll20.
Okay. Well, I will come back to you. I want to make sure that Dream and Lily buy items if they want. So which of you wants to go next?
Dream can go.
Okay, Dream. I know I showed you that that bone the bone knife or sword or whatever that was called.
Yeah, the bone razor.
Bone razor, yeah, that.
I'll take that.
Okay. Do you have anything that you want to sell? I know that there are still lots of headbands and cloaks that are just extra and can be sold. If you like.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So each of the headbands is worth 8,000 gold in terms of a sell price, and there are I don't know, I think there's still like 8 or 9 of them left to sell or something like that.
I think I have an extra one too that I'm gonna sell.
Cloaks of Resistance, which again there are about the same number of those. The +2 cloaks that you guys found, those are each worth 2,000 as far as sell price.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sell a couple of those, I guess.
Okay. So 2 cloaks will reduce the cost of the bone sword to 1,000 in liquid gold. You could pay that, or you could sell other things, or trade items or whatever you're feeling. I just heard the theme music for Succession coming from upstairs. Apparently, the final season started tonight. Fiona's watching it.
Oh yeah, that's
Ooh.
right.
It's one of the best theme songs of like any TV show. I know I like say a lot about different shows, but
These songs are iconic. Let's be honest.
it's definitely in that like Sopranos tier of
Or rather,
Oh,
theme songs should be iconic.
Okay, fair.
Because not all theme songs are iconic, which means that they did it wrong.
yeah. It makes me think though, like what TV shows have like a bad theme song or like a dumb theme song or you know?
The Teen Titans Go reboot.
Okay, that was not even on my radar, so I'm just gonna take your word for it. I 100% believe you though. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I always felt like the King and Queen's theme song was pretty silly.
Not,
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely
I
would
remember it.
definitely would not put that in the top tier. And my personal top tier is like Sopranos, Succession, Frasier, 100% up there.
Oh, the Frasier theme song
The Wire.
is awesome.
The Wire, that's another good one.
What's funny is that Tristan can probably vouch for me on that Teen Titans Go one.
Curb, that's another really good theme song. Silicon Valley. Anyway.
HBO just has good theme songs.
I was gonna say, I think we should just narrow it down to any shows that don't have a good theme song. Anything that's HBO doesn't count because everything HBO puts out has a good theme song.
That's true. That's true. Even though it's a very short theme song, Righteous Gemstones, that's another really good one.
I still gotta watch that.
Dude, that show is so fucking funny. If you haven't seen it at all,
I've never
I've
even
seen
heard
a
of
couple
it.
episodes.
dude, I'm telling you, man, just smoke one night and like binge it, and you're gonna be laughing the entire time. That show is hilarious.
I mean, the cast is great.
Oh yeah, it's the cast is legendary. Like John Goodman, Danny McBride, fucking Adam Devine.
I think I'm gonna have to watch this.
It's so good. Eric Andre's on the second season. He's really funny
Oh,
in it.
Yes. Like, honestly, the only thing I know Eric Andre from is Disenchantment, and I love him in that. So.
Yeah, Eric Andre actually plays like one of the antagonists in the second season, and his antics are just next level. It's just so
He has
good.
amazing comedic timing, just generally speaking.
Yeah, he absolutely does.
Favorite chocolatier is going to start to how to make peanut butter buckeyes from scratch, and they're going to taste amazing. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm ready, but for whatever that is, that I don't know. That just
Some sort of peanut butter thingy.
I just got,
I'm always ready
my
for
uncle
peanut butter.
Sent me a TikTok and I opened it.
And it just
And
did
it was
its auto
peanut butter
play.
chocolate treats, and I was like, "Oh my god, my uncle knows me so well."
I've
Okay.
done that a
Uncle
couple of
Tito
times
in
when I'm
Tennessee.
teaching.
Shout out to Uncle Tito.
Yeah, I said that a couple of times when I'm teaching. Like, I'll just mindlessly
Now I
open
want
TikTok,
chocolate.
Tito's
and I'm like,
handmade
"Oh
vodka.
crap! There's a test going on. Why do I have TikTok open?" Like all this, like I mindlessly open it, and all of a sudden
You're
it starts.
right.
I'm like, "Yeah."
He just like maybe TikTok should be banned.
We're not gonna get into that today. I don't want to
Yeah.
get angry.
Yeah, I'm not down for
I'm kidding.
potential political
I was
discussion unless
kidding,
it's
I'm
in
sorry.
game.
I'm
No,
sorry,
it's cool. It's no. Look, I don't mind you bringing it up. I just don't want to go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
That's all.
None of us mind you bring it up. We're just
Yeah.
like, "Ugh, no.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with you talking about it. I just don't want to lose like 20 minutes like just going off about TikTok. Anyway, so
No, me, I just wish personally it wasn't so addictive. That's all.
yeah, I mean,
So then-
I literally never downloaded it, and I will continue to not download it, and I will just be happy living my life without it.
Okay, my new addiction now is Power Wash Simulator.
Nice.
Oh
I
god.
appreciate it.
All right, so back on sort of task here.
Sorry.
So for dreams items, Are you selling anything else, or are you just willing to pay 1,000 gold plus trading in the 2 cloaks for this bone razor?
I think that's fine.
Okay, so we'll do that. I will deduct 1,000 gold, and you are the proud owner of a new bone razor. Is there anything else you were interested in, items or enchantments or otherwise? You have several open slots for items. You have a ring slot open, chest, eyes, feet, and hand are your other open slots. Or if you'd like to upgrade something in a different
Anything
slot.
I'm slotless in, I would like to put things into.
Okay, give me 1 second, and I will look and see what you have open.
Yeah, I mean, whatever I have open, I should probably get some stuff.
All right. Cade's open slots currently body, which that is those weird serrated piercing things that would occupy the body slot.
Okay.
Feet, hands, and wrists are your open slots.
So feet, hands, and wrists. I'm interested in looking at stuff for.
All right. So
I'm sorry. Every
I
time
ha-
you say it, the feet slot's open. All I can think of is that like the running around without shoes.
Well, no, I have
See-
feet now. 'cause I have, the boots, I have the boots of the cats. Boots, boots, cats, cats and boots and cats.
I swear, anytime I just see the word feet, I think back to the days when I was playing Destiny with this one guy. My friend Vatani is his name. Great name, by the way. We'd play, and we'd get our loot, and we'd always try to like identify those. They would give you these items called like engrams, where they would tell you like what rarity it was going to be, but not like what the actual item was. And he anytime like we would open those up, like you're always hoping for like, oh, let me get like a legendary weapon or an exotic, or some kind of like chest armor, head armor, something that actually like really benefits you. And every single time, like I would just hear over the PlayStation party chat, just be like, man, I got fucking feet. Like
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
so angry that he got a pair of boots.
What do you get? What do you complain about golden feet?
I was
I
a few
mean,
weeks ago playing Disco Elysium, and you like early in the game you figure out that like you threw your shoe outside the window,
mhm.
and if you don't go retrieve your shoe on the balcony, you apparently just walk around all day with one shoe, and eventually your partner just comment like no one says anything until the end of the day when your partner's just like, by the way, why do you only have one shoe?
That's kind of hysterical.
That's funny. To answer the question, would you be mad about golden feet? So the answer to that is probably, because gold color was what was used for exotic items, which is like the highest tier of stuff in Destiny. But the catch is you're only allowed to have one exotic weapon and one exotic armor piece, being like any one single piece of armor equipped at the same time. And you would almost never equip exotic feet because the benefits of like things in other slots are always just way better. So yeah, he probably wouldn't be too happy about that.
It's still rage.
I got cool golden feet equipped right now in Destiny 2.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I don't play Destiny anymore, so I actually don't know like if the newer stuff is better, but this is like
Probably not.
all throughout the first game, and like very very early in Destiny 2, where like even in the first Destiny, like there weren't really exotic feat slot items for like a while, and then when they finally added them, I remember looking at all of them and I was like, these are all just so underwhelming.
Yeah,
there's
I don't know about the new stuff. I stopped playing at I think the 3rd expansion.
Destiny's never been my thing. I don't like massive multiplayer online games where people could talk to each other.
Why not? Just out of curiosity.
Because I don't like being yelled at. I also like.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair.
I'm very obviously female, and I don't want to deal with that bullshit when I have to deal with it most of the time I'm in my life.
I will say, I will make an unsolicited pitch here. If you ever changed your mind. The Guild Wars community is not like that, but
That I will consider. Because
they
I've watched
are
you play Guild Wars, and it does look like a lot of fun.
they are easily the friendliest community I've experienced in like an MMO style game, and the base game is free, so always
That I will have to try.
always a good selling point.
But yeah, it's the few times I've tried them, it's been unpleasant experiences.
Oh yeah, it's totally fair. I mean,
Yeah, the Call of Duty community is not.
dude, I'll tell you though, like the Call of Duty community today never would have fucking lasted in Call of Duty lobbies like 10, 12 years ago.
That's very true.
No
Modern
shot.
Warfare 1 came out.
Yeah, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, dude, like the shit
Things I've said.
yeah, exactly. The shit I've seen, heard, and said in those lobbies, like kids these days would never last in those lobbies.
Bored.
Like these kids don't even know what to do if they fired up Halo and they get teabagged. Like it's just they have no chance.
I mean,
They never would have lasted even one game of like my friends and I just doing absolute shenanigans, like saying to everyone in the squad, like, hey, we're only going to use riot shields this game, and we just run around the map just bashing people to death with riot shields, and we'd win by like 30 kills because we're that good at the game. But like,
fucking frustrating.
Dude, we had a rule, no matter what like restrictions we imposed on ourselves, like in terms of the rest of the game, we had a rule that whenever we had a full squad of people, the game winning kill had to be with a throwing knife. Every single game. You had to get the game winning kill with a throwing knife. And you remember the first Black Ops where they had that one game mode, Sticks and Stones?
Yes.
Where it was like you only had like what was it? I think it was like a crossbow, a tomahawk, and then I forget the other thing. I guess just like your knife or ballistic knife. That's what it was. And I had this one friend, this guy Tony, and he would only use the tomahawk because when you kill someone with a tomahawk, they lose all their points. So he would just run around the map, just like screaming tomahawk at the top of his lungs as he was killing people. Just run around tomahawk, and just you'd see his name pop out. Epic Juggernaut got another kill with a tomahawk. All right. Sorry, we're getting totally off track. I apologize to everyone. But
It happens sometimes. It happens. It's okay.
Okay, so let's see. Since Dream is the one still shopping here, I will see. First, I'm going to see if I had anything on my list that covers a slot that he did not. Well, yeah, there were all of the different boots that were listed. Let's see. Oh, you just bought a head slot item, so. Although I'm gonna share this head slot item anyway, just because I think it's cool. This is one of the ones that I rolled up.
Oh, that's cool.
And let's see. All right, so is there anything in particular that you want in terms of like abilities? You want like, skill boost? Do you want well, in the case of rings, do you want like, energy resistance or some other? I still have like the ring list open so I can
always use a harder hit with the weapons.
Okay. So let's see. Maybe I can find something for that. What does this do? That's not what I'm looking for. What about this? Okay. Well, you mentioned harder hits, and this certainly does harder hits. So
Do. Swarming stabs.
it basically grants you like basic bitch level 1 sneak attack twice a day if you're flanking.
Kind of like it. I like it.
If you're looking for something that is like attack boosting rather than damage boosting, I will have to keep searching.
Now, damage boosting is probably what I'm going for.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you want that, then
Stabs is cool.
see that's 6,000. So that would be another 3 cloaks traded in.
What does that do?
The swarming stabs.
Oh wait, sorry, I didn't see the.
Yeah. It got broken up somehow because I just copy and pasted it and reformat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I might take that. Do I have open ring slots?
You've one open ring slot. You have a ring of protection +1 equipped, and then you have another ring free. So you can certainly fill it with this one if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So we'll just, to make it quick and easy, we'll just say that you trade in 3 more of those cloaks of resistances that nobody wants, and you have yourself another ring. So I will add that. Also add a damage roll to your list here. Okay, done. Move this up a bit higher on the list too, just to. Okay. Were there any other things you were interested in? Any other like effects or specific items or?
No, I think you did good.
Well, I was asking Dream. Like, did you want a pair of boots? Did you want like?
Oh, I thought you were asking everyone. I apologize.
Oh no, because Lily still has to go. So once she's done, then I'll kind of go back to everybody else and be like, hey, do you want anything else? But
My bad.
What else do I have open?
chest, eyes, feet, and hands.
I'll look for a chest item.
Chest item. Okay, that should be relatively easy. So let's see here. Try to find something that's not a consumable because I've rolled up a bunch of those in the past, and I feel like that's kind of like a trap item. So let's see here. What's this? Oh, unfortunate. That's not what I thought it was. Nope. Okay, I feel like this one could be useful for anybody just because you're all spellcasters, but that's what that does.
Nice.
So yeah, +2 on concentration for that item.
What else you got?
Let's see. We're looking. This one is kind of a budget option, but could be useful.
It's actually pretty good.
Ooh, actually, hold on. Here's another good item. This one I feel like would be useful for Lilly as well. So yeah, this item is basically you don't ever need healer's kits again.
Yeah, I like that.
Someone wearing that vest, and yeah, you can make a check to essentially get lesser restoration once per day. Yeah, I figured you'd be interested in that.
Always have like one backup lesser restoration. Seems dope though.
I'm just wondering if anyone else wants it.
Yeah, there's only one of these, so I will keep looking for other.
If anyone doesn't want it, I'll take it.
Do it.
What is this?
Yeah, I'm good.
Take
I
it.
think I'm just gonna take the Tunic of Careful Casting.
Okay. So then, Lily, if you want that one.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 4 more cloaks or 1 headband. Your choice, party. What you want to trade for it. For those 2 items.
That's the cloaks.
Just get rid of the cloaks. Okay.
Yeah.
Your Lily's done. I also have things to sell.
Okay. All right. Well, Lily, was there anything else that you were interested in buying? Or
Oh, I don't think so.
no, you're good. Okay.
I'm good.
All right. So, Kat, what do you want to sell?
All right. All right. I am going to sell the. Let's see what I have. The Amulet of Natural Armor.
The one you're currently wearing?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I currently wearing it? No, I'm not.
You are. I mean, I have it on my list as that you're wearing it. Yeah, it's
I don't
equipped
have
on.
on my list that I'm wearing it.
Yeah, sure it is. It's under your AC items.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure what was under my AC items were extra or what was in that my gear.
No, so basically, like, I list anything that gives AC under there, and then if it's checked off as that first checkbox, if it's checked off, that means you're wearing it.
Okay, 'cause I thought I had extras of those. That's what I was looking at my gear and thought I had an extra of that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
All right, that changes things. All right, I'm gonna sell my scroll of fiery shuriken.
Okay. That is going to get you. Let's see here. Magic items. Scrolls. Where are scrolls? Scrolls. Here we go. Okay, and fiery shuriken is a second level spell. So
And my +1 cloak of resistance.
all right, so those two together. Well, the scroll sells for 100, and your old cloak of resistance sells for 500. So that's 600 gold.
And the scroll of lightning bolt. I don't need that anymore.
Okay, that
My queenly painting.
lightning bolt sells for 225. Painting that sells for. I mean, it's a nice painting. So I'd put your total at 1500.
And I'm not wearing my ring of wizardry, right?
Not currently, but you really wanted that, right? Like,
Yes. Okay.
actually, no. Wait, yeah, you are wearing that. I just forgot to put it on my spreadsheet that you were wearing it.
Oh, and my wand of magic missile, since I have magic missile.
Okay. So that is also going to be like, I mean, that's like a dirt cheap sell. That's like 50 gold, I would say. Actually, wait, no, more than that. Yeah, it's more than that. Let's see, how many charges are left on that thing? 8 charges. So that would be. What's my math here? That sells for 120. So
Okay.
yeah. It's
And I think that's it.
all right, so it's like 1600 gold.
Sweet.
Okay. Gold total
I cleared up
updated
some room. I'm
there.
happy.
Yeah. Because you are. Yep, you're at a medium low. Did you delete these items already, or do I have to do that?
I did not delete them.
Okay, so I will do that. So let's see here. Wand of Magic Missile gone. Painting of a Queen gone. Cloak of Resistance gone. Scroll of Fire Shuriken gone. I think that was everything. I can always come back and fix it later. Yeah, I think that was everything. All right. So, is there anything else that anybody wants to do? To buy, shop, enchant?
Might be some stuff I'm willing to buy, but it's mostly weapon enhancements and how much I can get away with when it comes to how much I sell.
All right. So, what are you interested in?
Before I do it, I'm not 100% sure, but Amulet of Mighty Fist does say that it can get weapon enhancements on it. So, is that a thing? Do I have to make a whole new Amulet of Mighty Fist in order to do so?
So it's an either or thing. Yeah, amulets, they can either give a straight plus to attack and damage, or they can give a special ability, as long as that ability can be applied to unarmed strikes. But yeah, it's either or.
Damn it. Really hoping that I can get both. Fair enough. Um.
Yeah, I mean that.
Anyway,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I think I'm trying to debate between if I want the wild enhancement for my armor or the speed for weapon. Speed basically makes it where I can just like as I do a full round action, I can hit one extra time at full
Yeah,
dose
yeah.
cooldown.
It basically acts as if you have the haste spell on you. At least for that part of the haste spell, because I think the haste spell does more than that. I think it even gives you like a small AC boost, like a dodge bonus or something. So yeah, I let me go through here. So speed. Here we go. Speed and a haste spell. Okay, so a speed enchantment is going, or enhancement rather, is going to add. Yes, that'll add a pretty significant cost to the weapon itself. I mean, this is your scimitar, I assume, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I have some math to do now. So we have.
Super odd because it says that a weapon doesn't have to match the exact.
Yeah, I know. It's just there's a thing with weapon enhancements that between the numerical plus and the types of enhancements like abilities that it has, combined it can't be more than I think a plus 10, I think is the max. Um, so you can have up to like a individual, you can have up to like a plus 5 of like regular enhancement, but if you don't have that, you can make up for it with other abilities. Um, so let's see here. We have +2 for the base enhancement, which is that much gold. Then we have keen, which is okay. Let me see if there's any. The monkey wrench is that the uh, the dominant enhancement that you got from Runeforge doesn't exactly have like a price tag attached to it. So
Damn.
I'm kind of just going on the fly here. So let's see here. We have. Let's see. I feel like every time I have to do this, I have to relearn how to price magic items. um, That's okay. If you were then adding the speed enchantment, it brings the total bonus of. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be really expensive to enchant. Like really, really expensive. So the total value of the weapon becomes a +6 weapon bonus because you have +2 enhancement, and then keen is worth a +1, speed is worth a +3. So the base price becomes a +6. And so you are looking at many, many thousands of gold pieces. Like
Fuck that.
over 50,000 gold.
I don't think I need to say how that's so not worth it.
Yeah, especially when like just to like throw this out there, like granted this is only if she wants to do it, but like haste is on Kat's spell list. So if she ever wanted to learn haste, then you would have that covered.
I also think I have like a potion of haste.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I also
sure.
have a potion, but
someone
I'm
has it.
saving that bad boy until.
All right, now let me figure out how much wild would cost, real fast. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Sorry, did you say Kate or Cat?
Cat would be the one that could
Okay, you did say cat.
that
Okay.
could get haste as a spell. You're actually the
I was
only
just
one in the
double checking
party.
that I heard you right.
You're actually the only one in the
Look,
party that has
more-
haste on their spell list.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right,
A
so
little bit more tempted for Wild because
Wild
my
armor.
+5 bracer then wouldn't do anything, and then I could sell that bad boy for like 2,500.
all right, so
25, 12.
+2
12,500-ish.
ironwood breastplate. Base price 4,000 gold. Wild is a +3 bonus, so that brings the total enhancement up to a +5. So yeah, the wild enchantment would be significantly cheaper. It would still be pretty expensive, but it is. I think it's like less than half the cost of putting speed on your scimitar. You're looking at something around like 21,000, which you easily have with the amount of headbands that you still have left to sell. It would basically be 3 headbands, and then you'd have some gold left over. You'd have like 3,000-ish gold left over from that sale. But I want to impress upon you that the enchantment's going to take time because of the cost. You're looking at like a 3-week turnaround. And again, we're not on a strict timer or anything. I'm just letting you know that it's going to be like 3 weeks of in-game time before this is ready.
All right.
Like you're probably not in any additional danger if you wait 3 weeks.
Cat's cool with having some more downtime, so she's like,
Yeah, I mean that's more time for you guys to like work on the orphanage or like, consult other people in town about what you've seen, what you've heard, where you might be
work on
headed
the
next.
Orphanage. That is totally why I want to spend more time in town. That is definitely the reason.
Working on crushing that sweet Sava puss,
Why you gotta be so crass?
That was a full on South Park reference. I'm surprised that no one picked up on that.
I haven't watched South Park in so long.
That was from the PC fraternity episode.
Oh god,
Really still ants.
Shush.
I mean, yeah, you could certainly do that too. In the meantime, there's plenty of
Alright.
plenty of time if Dino's getting his armor enchanted.
Is he
I don't
going to
think
go
I
for?
will, because I think a big thing is that I'm gonna wild shape a little bit less and use my sword a bit more. You know, I
Okay,
really
I
think
mean,
about it.
That,
Wild
that sounds
sure as
like a
hell ain't
lie.
worth it.
That sounds like a lie.
I know, so odd, but scimitar too good.
and also I feel like Dino's at a point now where he can summon like enough like really dangerous creatures to kind of eliminate the need for him to go into wild shape himself. It's kind of the
sad to
it's kind of the nice thing about leaning into summoning is that you can kind of just do that.
Oh, that's
Now, of
sad
course,
to
if you
see.
wanted like some other enchantment for your armor, let's say you were concerned about the time, for example, or you wanted to pick something different or something, cheaper just to make it a little bit better, you can certainly do that too. I'm not saying don't enchant anything, but up to you.
I know, it's fair. I just had a distinct plan, and all my plans have gone awry, and now I'm just, fuck, I gotta buy something. What do we buy? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you guys still have like all these headbands that you can cash in for stuff, or I mean, or if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can always hold on to them and do something with them later. I'm, I'm just, you know,
You're just God, letting us know our options.
exactly. I'm just the vehicle by which you do these things. But since I did mention it once already, I would like to be clear is that when we get back on the main story and you leave Sandpoint for the next time, you're not going to be back there for a while.
But Cat definitely wants to spend more time in Sandpoint.
Ciao.
Good night, Leah.
Good night. Cat is very into waiting for magical items so we could spend more time in Sandpoint. She highly encourages Dino to take his sweet, sweet time.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking now.
Mhm.
It'd be plausible to switch my Amulet of Mighty Fists into a different amulet that has a magic weapon property.
So you're asking me if there's an amulet that gives like bonuses to hit and damage, like that acts as like a magic weapon, like type of enchantment.
Yeah, because it says that a magic, like Amulet of Mighty Fist, can give a bonus, or it can give a.
So you're saying you want another amulet of mighty fists, but one that you can do some different things with. Okay, so that I would say you could certainly commission this guy to make for you. Simply because I'm guessing this is going to be some kind of like custom item. Um, so what sort of enhancements are you looking for, or special abilities, I should say?
I'm thinking speed.
So you want a speed amulet of mighty fists.
Yes.
Okay,
Magic
so
Chomper, 3 chomps.
all right. So let's see here. Amulet of Mighty Fists.
Because for a long time, I was considering extra defense for Chomper, but now that I think about it, 40, whatever he's at, is high enough. We gotta upgrade other shit. So I think the best course of action
Okay, so
is...
here's what this is going to be in terms of cost as well as time it's going to take. It would be a slightly shorter wait than putting wild on your armor. It would be shorter by like 3 days if my math checks out. So you're looking at like 2.5 weeks turnaround, and the cost of the item is 18,000 gold.
Can he trade dragon scales for
We
that?
do that. We ballin'.
I mean, you don't. I mean, you don't need. You don't even need to trade dragon scales. You could literally just give the guy 2 headbands and a cloak, and there you go. You're set.
If there's anywhere, like, I'm not sure if he's interested in dragon scales necessarily, but he would 100%
I mean, he might
more
be.
than willing to take the things.
He might be, but given the spell book for mask trade, you're probably not 100% sure on exactly how many scales he's going to ask for something like that. He might ask for all of your scales. You don't know.
No.
I mean, he took all of the valuable ancient lore and spell books for 1 mask, so
Just so dedicated on dragon, because in my mind, dragon scale equal lots of money.
I mean, and it
So,
does. It does equal lots of money, but
To be fair, Kat appraised it and found it to be a good trade.
18,000.
Did
Like you got to remember
like,
you got to remember in like the game world, 18,000 gold is like more gold than most people see in their lives. Like,
and here we are just tossing around to, like, okay, what's the best way to spend this money?
yeah. Sorry, Kat, what were you trying to say? I didn't want
The 2
to.
headbands and the thing is.
Oh, I was gonna say, to be fair, Kat did appraise the spell books and found it to be a decent trade.
Yeah.
Given that he still had a profit.
Yeah, he didn't rip you
Like,
off.
It wasn't 1-to-1, but he didn't rip us off. It was a fair deal.
He was like the wizard guy, so he would probably be our best bet to sell the books anyway. That's why I agreed. Still though, damn it. Because +2 on my sword is probably high enough as it needs to be. I mean, I'm critting for God's sake. I don't need to be that high. So speed chomper would definitely be dope. I don't really think I need my amulet anymore. If I'm selling shit, might as well hold on to it just in case for now.
I mean, there's stuff I'm holding on to because I forgot that I technically got it as a gift for.
Also something to be aware, because I know you mentioned you wanted to give this to Chomper, correct?
Yeah.
This would replace his natural armor amulet, and I know you were hellbent on getting him to 50 AC, and this would drop his AC by 2.
True, but bark skin and the amulet don't stack, and bark skin is too good not to use.
That's correct. They don't stack. But bark skin just supersedes it because it's worth more.
Precisely. So that's a trade I'm 100% willing to take.
Okay. So yeah, if we're doing this, then 2 headbands and a cloak for
2 headbands and a cloak. That's confirmed. That's easy enough to say, yep, this is definitely something I want.
All right. So yeah, he accepts the trade, and again, like I said, you have like a 2.5 week turnaround time on this item being ready. So obviously you don't have to spend all that time in Magnimar. You can go back to Sandpoint and do things until it's ready if you want. But yeah. Is there anything else anyone wanted to do here?
Still considering shit, but it's gonna be mostly number crunching, and I'm perfectly down to do this later.
Okay, and remember, like you can also always buy more stuff like when you come back to like pick up the amulet.
Yeah, Kat is looking at the musical staff and just going, "I'm coming back for you."
Okay. So let's do, if everyone's done here at the shop, we will do, I guess, Lilly visiting her family since we're here in Magnimar. And if we're feeling up to it by the time that role play is done, then we can maybe do a trip to Jorgen Fist to learn some knowledge, perhaps. If not, we can always start with that next week. We'll see what we're feeling. Well, no, let's do it now because we're here in Magnimar, so you may as well do it now. All right. So with shopping done for the moment, Lilly, you lead everyone through the city to your parents' home. You go inside, and the only person home is your brother. Your parents are out right now, whether they're working or just not at home at the moment. But your brother,
Older brother or younger brother?
I actually forget. Is he older or younger, Lily?
Younger.
Younger. Okay, so
Okay.
your younger brother comes out, slowly to greet you. He he does look like he's doing a bit better since the last time you were here. Still very clearly like sickly and all, but it would seem that your slightly more frequent visits and letters home have lifted his spirits, and he is all too happy to enjoy your company while you're here.
Just to clarify, we're with her, right?
Yeah, anyone who wants to be there is there.
Okay.
I'm definitely going.
So he begins making some tea for everybody. And while that's going, he turns to you, Lily, and says, "Oh, sis, it's a really nice surprise to see you. What brings you here? Tell me what's been happening lately."
I just come down here to say hi. Actually, I'm wondering if you want to meet some of my friends that I've been adventuring with.
Oh, sure, I would love to meet them. I'm so glad you brought them.
How old
Yeah,
is your brother? I'm sorry. I'm asking a ton of questions. How old's your brother?
So,
About 12?
Oh, is he that young? I didn't realize. But okay.
trying to think. I think her brother is about a year. No, 4, maybe 3 years younger.
Well,
Okay, so he's not that much younger.
yeah. So
All right, cool.
that would make him 19. So
Okay, that's all I needed to know. All right, cool.
but yeah, he's more than happy to meet and hang out with all your friends. He even grabs the letter that you recently sent. And he says, when this got here, I didn't expect that I would see you so soon, but like I was saying, it's just such a nice surprise to have you back here. What is all that
Yeah,
noise?
it's nice seeing you too.
And he just goes around the room and he's like, "So, if you guys wouldn't mind, just would you tell me a little bit about yourselves? I'd love to hear about all the adventuring you've been doing with my sister. I wish I could be out there myself."
No big deal. I'm Kat. I control the weather. It's fantastic. And yes, you do want to be like me.
No, you don't.
Ooh, shut up. Kat's kidding. Kat's like, nah. I'm just teasing you. But yeah, no, I'm a storm sorcerer. Like, yeah, but I'm a storm sorcerer, and your sister's awesome. That's all I'm gonna say.
She sure is. That's so nice of you to say.
She saved my butt quite a few times, so I think it's deserved.
Kate
she
just kind of goes, "Yeah, if you're gonna follow in anyone's footsteps, it's hers because every smart adventuring party knows protect your healer."
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad that she's been so helpful to all of you, and she makes me feel better every time I see her. It's truly amazing what she can do.
Lily's just standing there, dumbfounded, smelling like a little kid.
I think it's safe to say we'd die for her, except she wouldn't let us.
No, I refuse.
I think she would just raise us from the dead if we did.
No, that'd be
I
Dream.
will eventually find a 10k gold diamond and resurrect your ass if I run out. I'm raised dead.
Just to make sure that Dream doesn't turn us into thralls first.
True. So where's mom?
Oh, she should be back pretty soon. She just went to the market to get some food. We were kind of running low on some things.
Yeah, I see.
So, what was Lily like as a kid? What was it like growing up with her as your big sister?
I honestly couldn't have asked for a better sibling. She was always so kind to me and always set a great example for the kind of person that I should be too. I don't know where I would be if I didn't have someone like her in my life. Do any of you have brothers and sisters?
Bunch.
Cade like kind of shrugs and goes, I don't know.
I have
don't
2
know.
brothers and 3 sisters.
I never thought about it until you asked. And then I look at
Hi, Lord Chomper
Matt
here.
and
The brother
double
to me.
take and go, "You have what?"
I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters. I'm the oldest.
That's so many. There's so
My
many.
parents really like each other.
There's so many of you. Are they like you? Oh my god. Oh my god. Your parents must have been going insane with 5 of you in the house. How good? Kid just looking over at you.
We had like nannies and stuff, which are helpful, but my parents didn't really leave all of it to other people. I help, especially with my little sisters. I helped a lot. But my younger brother is like maybe 2 years younger than me. We used to fight all the time until the thing. I don't want, but we
Allie,
were
we're
pretty close
getting.
as we got older.
Sorry, Allie, we're getting like feedback from you.
It is your demon fan.
But yes, blame the demon fan, 100%. That's probably it.
Well, that's what it is. Her fan sounds like it's possessed by a demon.
Yeah, it kind of does. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I keep forgetting because like I move away from it and then I go back, and I don't exactly know where the threshold is where it picks up.
Would a fan that is actually possessed by a demon be such a bad thing?
I feel like that.
I mean,
is
probably, but
depends on the kind of demon.
that's
Like,
fair.
is it like Lucifer kind of thing? Like, I don't know.
Interesting.
What could you do with a fan?
You pushed him into a giant fan. He was a traitor and a scoundrel. He was trying to stop you from pushing other people into a giant fan.
Where is that from?
Llamas with hats.
I'm like, this sounds familiar. Why does it sound familiar?
One of the greatest YouTube series to ever exist.
Yep.
I wish that guy was still making like cartoons like nonstop. Like, man, there's
He
been
made Charlie, didn't he?
yeah, that he made Charlie. The finale, like I think it's 3 parts. The finale of Charlie the Unicorn is actually really good. But yeah, like he did that. He did obviously Llamas with Hats. He did Marshmallow People. He did the guy that I don't even remember what the name of the series is. It's like a fat guy who is like literally all he wants to do is just make some eggs, and his wife keeps bothering him because there's just like robbers or aliens or something like in their house, and he just can't make his eggs.
Early YouTube was
It's
a
like
place,
the whole
man.
premise. I know. So, same with Newgrounds. Like early Newgrounds was that was a place. I mean, Newgrounds still is a place, but early Newgrounds was Jesus. That was some kind of place. Like the Madness series. I love the Madness series when I was a kid. That was so much fun to watch.
Yo, YouTube was a fucking.
Oh, you mean like the song set to the chicken dance of him just killing people?
That was one of them.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was one of them. But the Madness series was like, it's like all these people that have like their faces are just like crosses basically. Like it's like a round face with like a cross on it. And yeah, they all have
Yes!
like weapons and it's just like constant murdering for like an entire video.
I just
I
remember the
remember one.
chicken dance one. Because I looked it up constantly because it was one of my favorite videos.
Stick figure fight videos as well. I love those animations. They were so like
Those were great.
so like simplistic, but you they didn't need to be anything more than that. And then it birthed like that like one stick fight video game.
I mean, don't forget the Ultimate Showdown and Ultimate Destiny.
Hell yeah. Love that one. Love that one. There are also a lot of like Mortal Kombat deepfake videos that I loved. Like there was one, it was called like Raiden's crossover, and it was like Raiden doing like the torpedo move where he flies across the screen, but he goes into like all these other game worlds and just like fucks with
I
things.
think I
And
remember that.
there was also one with like Liu Kang where you did like the bicycle kick and like same thing. Like he just goes into all these other places and he just making like the fucking like turkey noise as he goes flying through, like like
I just remember only knowing of Ace Attorney because of all the memes of like from early YouTube.
oh
Of
yeah.
things just shouting objection.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know about that series is because of memes.
Which, to be fair, that is like it's a weird ass series, but it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, I bet it is.
It's currently on Steam sale, by the way. Or Steam sale. Yeah, Steam sale's ends today, so. We are not sponsored by or affiliated with Steam in any way.
No, we're not affiliated with anybody, but you know, hey, we hope that if you did check out the Steam sale that just ended, that you found some good games.
It hasn't ended yet.
No, I thought it ended. No, it ended this morning.
I thought it ends tonight.
I thought it ended. Actually, no, I thought it ended like Friday morning even.
No, because it ends on the 26th.
Okay.
Today.
Well, yeah, it's today, but I could have sworn that the ending time was it said like 10 a.m. Pacific or something like that, so it'd been like 1 o'clock.
I thought it was like 10 p.m. Pacific.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and if it's 10 p.m.,
Maybe
then
I'm wrong. I
then
don't remember. I already
it's still going.
got my Steam sale purchases already.
Go buy cheap video games. That's the message here. Anyway, so back to what we're actually supposed to be doing here. Lily's brother, the tea is done, and he serves everybody their tea. You guys are all sitting around, and after a few minutes, Lily's mother returns from the market, and she is quite surprised to see all these visitors.
Yeah.
And
apparently Kat dropped a bombshell that she's like one of 6.
Lily's just like, hey, ma.
Lily, it's so nice to see you, but who are all these people?
Oh, they're my adventure buddies. You read my letter.
Like to me.
Kate pretty much immediately just offers around the house going, your daughter is the reason I'm not dead many times over. So if there's anything I can do for you guys to make life a little easier, just let me know. We're also visiting.
Yes, that. We're all part of the Lily is the reason why we're not dead fan club.
We stand Lily in this household. Lily's mother she's like taken aback by the offer, and she says, well, that's so generous of you, and nothing comes to mind immediately, but this is all just such a surprise. If I do need anything, I'll send a letter to Lily, and I'm sure she'll let you know.
I will.
Kate just kind of grins and says, works for me.
Yeah, sorry for the late notice, and sorry for missing you last time. I was sort of in a little hurry.
Oh, it's okay. I know saving the world waits for no one.
Also, I gotta keep those those dummies alive. So.
Yeah, we're very dumb.
Also, keep your dumbass alive. What are you on about?
Well, except for Dino, he's the only one that manages to stay alive most of the time.
Wait, what do you mean most of the time?
That one time you were killed by a succubus.
I was never
But
killed
No,
by a
that was-
succubus.
It was like
He was
15 minutes ago.
almost killed by a succubus.
Ursulin is still the
Almost.
only one that's actually died.
Who?
Ursulin. She's died
Yeah.
twice now.
Point being that Dino's the one who's been alive the most. That hasn't gone down the
Eh.
most. Oh, you remember Dino, right? My childhood friend.
Of course I remember Dino.
Look at how he's grown. He has a pet lizard now. No, a pet dinosaur.
He's
Yes.
not a pet, he's an animal companion. High Lord Chomper McChomper said yes, that is his official title.
Yes, I
He's
saw
not
him.
kidding.
I saw him outside.
Cat goes, unfortunately, he's not kidding. That really is the dinosaur's official title.
He's not going to like
No.
eat anyone
No.
who's just walking by, right?
No, he won't.
Not worry, he is good. He is the goodest boy. He is High Lord for a reason.
Like we said, not a joke. He is really a High Lord. What is he, the High Lord of Wrath?
High Lord of
No,
Wrath, yes.
Dino's obsessed with the title. He loves saying the title, if you can tell. If you couldn't tell.
You though?
I wouldn't say obsessed. I'm just letting anyone know that his proper title of High Lord.
Well, I'd have to learn more about this title. I've never heard of it, but I'm sure it's
You know what
prestigious.
a lord is.
Nah, it's a story for another day.
I think it's a story for today.
Nah, it's a story for another day. Lily's just shaking her head, insisting it. Well, while saying that,
Oh, fine. You're
It's like
getting
a
pranked
long-
later for this
huh?
thing.
What?
Thing.
Dino?
S.
What'd you say?
Didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. Cat, what'd
didn't.
you say? What'd you say?
Back
I
me up
actually
on
didn't
this.
catch it. I have no
What?
idea. I legitimately have no idea.
Cade? What'd you say?
What do you? Why me? What?
Okay,
You
you're on
think
my
I'm lying. I legitimately have
you are
no
on
idea what
my
he said.
side. Remember our alliance.
Kate's just kind of literally out of their bag of holding just takes like some of the most driest rations that they have and just like shovels them in their face.
What? I can't hear you.
And then scurries
I
away.
am winning, Lily.
Kate just scurries away with her mouth dripping
I-
crumbs. Be like,
If I could curse at you, I would.
Well, you can't. So
Well,
You
my
should
brother's
be
18,
looking
so
around.
fuck you.
He looks a little bit dumbfounded. And he just says, "Well, I try to keep it clean, but we all slip up sometimes. It's okay." And your mom is just like, "Yeah, it's fine. We're all adults here."
See? Fuck
I
you.
don't know. I'm not sure about this one.
Hey! You're mean.
And I start doing that playful poking at her cheek. You know what I mean? I literally keep you alive just as you help me. It's fine.
You are a meanie.
I'm literally not mean. This is personally up for me.
You're saying something and then you're saying nothing and then you won't tell me what you said because I didn't hear you and yeah, meanie.
Oh no! Oh, what tragedy! Change my alignment to evil. I'm
Yes.
such a bad person if I did such a thing.
Okay, I will.
Yes, you are.
Regret nothing.
Chaotic evil, Dino Sorensen. No, I'm kidding.
That just gives me full reign to be evil.
No.
Like God has declared it, and so it will be.
I'm chaotic evil. I'm gonna start putting milk first in cereal and then add ice cubes.
Oh, gross.
The ice cubes are the cereal. You use like one of those machines that gives you like the little like like pebble ice.
Yeah, but that gives me justification. I don't want justification. I want problems.
Why do you want problems?
I'm evil
Because
now,
it's Gino.
apparently.
You're not evil.
Ah, you admit it. I win.
I will say this: if by the time we reach the first evil adventure path, if this group is still intact, I am like afraid of what you all will do. I will just say that.
At the power of hurricanes.
coincidentally, the first well, it's not even necessarily an evil adventure path, but it's one that like you're certainly allowed to be evil if you want. Is the pirate one, Skull and Shackles?
There's a pirate one.
Yeah, it's a full on pirate adventure path, and it's basically like it's very like sandboxy. I haven't read it, but that's like the thing everybody says about it. It's very sandboxy, and it's also really easy for like the PCs to become like insanely rich and overpowered. So yeah.
That sounds great.
I think
Cat would like to know why we're not playing the pirate version.
Oh, we'll get
Cat's open in the pirate version. Let's be honest.
we'll get to it eventually. And honestly, I'm already provided no sort of disaster befalls Cat. Like I'm gonna write Cat into that adventure path. Like as long as she's still around.
Well, you can make her retroactively around. It's fine. Like we'll figure it out.
Cat can be like a recurring character.
Makes her undead. Hello. So positive. You're not dead. Negative. You can't go on the sun, and you're a pirate.
I mean, I think in game time
You're
it
a
only
pirate.
I think in game time it only takes place like 4 or 5 years after Rise of the Runelords. So
That's actually pretty cool.
um,
Pirates.
but yeah. So is there anything really like else really like pressing you wanted to talk with like Lily's family about or?
No, I think we're good.
I think no. We just want to learn more about Lily.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell me your most embarrassing secrets, please.
No.
I mean, I as the DM don't even know that, so that's like that would be for her to describe. But
And I am never ever describing them. So
that's fair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my 8th level spell? Where is it?
Oh no, an 8th level spell.
Dino's sitting here gonna like blow up the house for secrets.
No.
Oh no, it's a spell that makes it to where creature is super friendly towards me without a save, so it would
No,
be
I
way
know, I know.
easier
I
for
was
Winter to do
I was
things.
I was joking that like some mishap would occur, but I wouldn't. Excuse me. I
No,
would
like even
I wouldn't
I
just do
probably
that.
would have it prepared because I wouldn't have wall of lava because we're not fighting, but I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
legitimately do that.
yeah. I know, I know. Um,
All right, where was I? Oh yeah, I'm gonna give Lily a noogie for funsies.
that's nice of you.
You can noogie me all you want. I'm not saying shit.
Just did.
I'm not saying any secrets.
Also,
Then
language. Your mother's
Hey,
right there.
she
Kid
doesn't care.
laughs.
Cat's
She
just
doesn't
look at
care.
her
Right,
mom.
Ma?
Were
You
they?
don't care, right?
Cat's gonna look like. Have they always been like this?
I think so.
Discord finally stopped being a potato.
What do you mean? Have they always been like this?
Cat
Yeah,
looked
what do
at
you mean I've always been
Lily's
like this?
mother.
As I'm already as I refuse
Cat
to
just
stop
looked at
nuking
Lily's
her.
mother and like, I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Lily,
I
how
still
about
don't.
how about we nukie them instead?
Okay, sure. As long as you stop noogieing me.
All right, fine. You go for Cade. I'll go for Cat.
Okay. Have fun. I
Okay.
am. I
Ow.
am noogieing.
Are we really doing like opposed noogies here?
Okay.
Apparently we are.
Cade's looking at both of them and laughing.
Well,
You're next.
21 is not a success against Lily's CMD.
No, I'm going for cat.
Oh, cat. Right. I don't think that's a success either, but let me
enough.
just verify. Nope. Hers is higher than that. 21. Can you do something for me?
I'm just gonna keep chasing cat around because I'm pretty sure I'm faster than she is.
Yeah, you probably are with Long Strider and all your other stuff. So,
Where did I find combat maneuver?
it's next to your base attack bonus on your sheet, below your saving throws. CMB,
Okay.
boy. Yep. 20 is not enough. The 36 is a noogie against any of you. I'm pretty sure. That's
And after that one try, I'm done. Nope.
Oh come on, Lily! You're supposed to be on my side on this.
All right. I'm gonna noogie you.
29.
Does not noogie me. Fuck you.
It does not.
Damn it.
I'm noogieing a cat in one arm. I'm gonna noogie Lily with the other arm.
Cat just looks like unenthused.
All right, since
Oh,
we've
you are no fun at all, cat.
now devolved into noogies,
Yes.
you guys roughhouse in your own way for as long as you like. Continuing to spend time with Lily's family. It's getting pretty late, so they, Lily's mom, of course, offers that you guys, if you can find space to sleep there, you can sleep there if you like, or you can go to an inn, or you can just teleport yourselves back to Sandpoint if you feel like. But whatever you choose. The night eventually
Kate
winds.
just kind of like grins at her mom and says, "Well, thank you," and looks at everyone else and goes, I'm happy to sleep anywhere, and the fact that we can sleep inside is a win for me."
I still want to visit Dina's family.
We can do that in the morning.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But I was just saying.
All right, so
It's-
then, so yeah, if you want to do that, then I don't. You know what? Ignore me. Keep role playing. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut in so much.
It's already late night, so I'm not sure a visit to them will be good right about now.
Like I said, it can be at in the morning.
Alright, but for tonight, or regardless of where we're staying, I need to keep an eye on the dragon to make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
You're obsessed with that dragon.
Dragons are worth a lot of money, don't you know?
I don't see value in money, but alright. Well, Lily would actually. Let me scratch that. Lily would see value in money since poor living conditions.
And literally, money equals your spells.
Yeah. I guess you're right about that.
Of course I am. I'm always right.
Okay, you did not have to say that. Here I am agreeing with your ass, and you won't even give me the courtesy of rubbing it in.
Exactly. Now you're
Of
catching
not
on.
rubbing it in. Not rubbing it in.
I got what
Exactly.
you
See,
meant.
you're catching on.
So what does everyone else want to do?
Kate just kind of looks around. I mean, Magnimar is a very interesting city, and you guys will lose me in here if you just let me loose. So let's keep Kate on a tight leash and not let her get lost into a world of drugs and stealing. And
Or
forced
we attach
too.
Cade to a leash and let her go run wild. And she takes us with her, and we go on an adventure.
Kate
And I
kind
don't
of
know.
like shrugs at that and goes, "That's also a valid plan. I'm not opposed. We might miss out on stopping the Runelords. I might forget who I am. But
If we'll
other than
attach
that,
you, we will make sure that you don't forget who you are.
Kate
I'm
on
sure
the
Lily
bender.
would convince you that you're someone completely different, because that's just the type of person that Lily is.
No, I'm not.
Y-
Fuck
you-
you. I'm
you-
that type of person to do that.
Oh yes, because I'm totally a good liar. Yeah, sure.
Do you know you did convince me to no longer be a petty thief and also to stop also giving away all my gold?
See?
That's me lying about it and me just pulling out something for your own benefit.
Well, no, I'm not talking about liar. I'm just saying that you say you're not convincing. I mean, you've convinced me to do two things that I did literally for all of my livelihood. Convincing. Do you know?
You know, is convincing confirmed.
Oh, I really am amazing. I really can do anything.
Oh, that just boosted his ego.
Okay. He just face palms and looks at everyone and goes, "You know what? It's okay. You can have the massive ego. One day we'll just float away with it. It'll be our escape. We're gonna fight some big bad evil dude, and then Dino's just gonna start talking, and we're just gonna fly away with that ego. Just
You know, if there was anyone that would be able to beat me on a one-on-one, you did that, I would be so insulted, Kate. Unfortunately for me, there isn't anyone that can 1v1 me, so whatever.
Kid just goes, "I'll just put you to sleep. It's fine. I don't need to fight you. I just need to leave."
We might test that theory someday.
Kay just grins and goes, "Also, the other thing I would like to do, which I feel like is mostly a thing that will happen after we kill Karzug, is actually find this supposed camp guild thing that I keep hearing rumors about, and whether or not my family crest actually leads to anything, and whether or not what the fuck I am. I mean, besides the obvious," and I pointed the little thing, like poke my fangs.
Oh yeah, I'd totally be down to help you out after all this Carl mess.
Carl, that kills people.
Carl.
I'm so sorry. My brain just did it. I had no say.
All right, so whatever the decision is, I imagine it sounds like you guys are just gonna find space to crash in Lily's parents' house.
Yeah,
Living
they offered
outside
it.
with Jumper to protect the dragon.
Eventually, her dad comes home. Same surprise, same like, how look at all these people. Like, you go through all the introductions again. You go through all the reassuring that Chomper is actually a friendly dinosaur. Yeah, I'm actually kind of wrapping up, Rob. So yeah, or I'm trying to wrap up. What's up?
I didn't think Lily had a dad.
Oh, did you not? I'm sorry. I thought I thought
think
there
I did.
I thought you did. I'm sorry.
It
So
was like a big part of her backstory because that dude that Dino, Cade, and Lily sort of tortured, that was the dude that killed Lily's dad in the past.
that's right. That's right. So forget I said any of that. None of that happened. So you guys,
All right. Dad, you're home?
yeah. Sorry. I brain
That's
fart, head
okay.
empty. It's been long.
No,
Been a
I
long
just thought it
session.
was a plot twist.
Literally
Genuinely.
mandatory.
Have an undead
Pathfinder.
party member.
Yeah,
Like, they're
I
literally
finally
back
came
here
back
for
with the milk and the cigarettes.
exactly.
No. All right. So hold on. Kim just whispered me something. So let me deal with that real quick.
All right, that's what I thought. Thank you.
No problem. Oh, I don't know how they got separated into not a whisper on the second one, but anyway.
It's fine. It's big enough that it's like we're good.
So yeah, my forgetting backstories aside, you guys bed down for the night. and we'll call it here. So next week, and it was mentioned wanting to visit Dino's family, so we'll do that. I definitely want to do Cade getting to go to Jorgenfist with whoever else wants to come. So we'll do that as well, and we'll wait out the crafting period for Dino's amulet, and I hopefully will have something that I've been planning finished by next week so that I can run. It'll be sort of the beginning of the ramp up towards getting back on the story. Based on our progress with downtime, I figure next week might be the last downtime session potentially. Depends on how quickly we get through the rest of the things.
Makes sense.
Also, something that was on Cade's list actually. I noticed you didn't bring it up, so I didn't know if you were still interested in potentially getting your hammer enchanted further.
I was, but I didn't know what enchantment to do with it, so I didn't feel like it was something to...
Same with Lilly and her claw blades.
Yeah.
So for the two of you, if you want, if you're still interested in that, we can sort of make that weekly homework. You know, we can work together to pick out enchantments, or if you want to just do it on your own time, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I like that. That works for me.
But yeah, so like I said, Dino's family, Jorgenfist, and then starting to nudge ourselves in the direction of beginning the final chapter of the campaign. What a ride.
Nudge, nudge. We're getting there.
So yeah, we hope to see you all viewing at home. Hope to see you all back here next week. There's going to be a lot of hopefully interesting story developments going on. But until then, hey, the weather's finally nice. It was 60 degrees here today. Hopefully the cold is done. I know better than to think that though. But
there's always one more last hurrah whenever we expect it to be done.
Exactly. There's false winter, and then fool's winter, and then third winter, and then it's like too many winters.
Full summer. Yeah.
Yep. So if you have nice weather, enjoy it. If you don't, I don't know. Just hope for better days ahead. As always, stay safe out there. We'll catch you next Sunday. Have a good night.